Well, I guess after really a long break, me and Nitisha back at Esports Premier Series qualifier number 2, presented to you by Josh and powered by Hell Energy Drink. And yes, this is Alika, and I'm back on the desk. Joining with me is Nitish Nair. And how are you feeling, Nitish? I mean,
Yep,
we had
definitely.
3 days break.
Yeah, we had quite a lot of a big break actually, because of the ongoing cyclone and everything that was affecting the players as well as the production team and everyone else as well. So it was better for us to take a short leave before we continue operations, and here we are back again with a bang, and I guess there are going to be a lot of exciting matches today, Alika.
Yes, a lot of exciting matches. I think these were the most awaited matches, and this is going to be the last day for the round of 32. Well, I'm excited that we'll be moving forward to round of 16 and round of 32 coming to an end. This last 3 matches we're talking about particularly, we have top tier teams. We have Enigma Gaming, we have J Merge who are actually coming bright up in the scene. We have Pride Nation Esports who weren't able to make it to round of 16 in qualifier number 1, and they're trying to make it to the round of 16 in qualifier number 2. Well, I guess a lot of efforts have been put, and I see a lot of teams coming back into the qualifier number 2, like teams which we did not see performing very well in qualifier number 1. They have practiced a lot and they have put a lot of efforts, and right now we are back and we are doing it today, Nitish. 3 matches, I'm very
Definitely.
excited, and they're all going to be beer ones.
Yep, everyone's a lot excited, and we know for a fact that the last day of round of 32 is going to be interesting because it's going to lay the path forward to round of 16 as well, where there are going to be a lot of underdogs as well who are going to find it tough to face off against the behemoths in the round of 16. Now, round of 16 is once again going to be a very interesting affair. But before that, guys, let's quickly jump on towards the format because there are a lot of viewers in the chat questioning as to what exactly is the format, guys. You guys are talking about round of 32, round of 16, but what exactly is it? So Elika here is going to walk you through the entire format.
Well, I guess we started out of with a round of 64 with all the BO1s, 3 games per day from 10th to 13th May. Then we switched down to the round of 32. Currently, we are in round of 32. We'll be having all BO1s, and moving forward, we'll be having round of 16, all BO1s, and we'll begin phase 2, which is the most important phase. That is round of 8. We'll be having each match as a best of 3, which will be eventually leading to the grand finale of qualifier number 2. The champions will be moving to the LAN finale, which will be happening very soon by end of the year, and the grand finale will be best of 5. Well, I guess our schedule is a little up and down. We've actually postponed our schedule due to all the current cyclones, and a lot of other stuff has been happening. I know it's been hard for everyone this year. I mean, especially the past 2 years, I would count the previous one and the first one, like 2021. It is not really working as we expected, but I think
Yeah.
a lot of people are finding their way into esports. I'm happy a lot of people are learning their way in, and a lot of players are putting out their talents out. And I think Esports Premier Series is a great platform to showcase your talents. So if you unfortunately couldn't make it to round of 16, don't worry, guys. You can still do it in the qualifier number 3. So the registrations will be up soon until we finish qualifier number 2. So till then,
Yep.
watch and learn.
Definitely. So if you guys were not able to make the cut in qualifier number 2 as well, don't you guys panic. It's okay. We have got 2 more qualifiers as well for you guys to make your way in towards the grand finale, which is going to be obviously happening at LAN, as Elika did mention. But to be completely honest, guys, I'm actually very excited to see what exactly is going to be happening today because the schedule for the day looks really packed, and moving on towards round of 16 as well is going to be absolutely interesting to see who is going to be making the cut on towards that round of 8 spot, because round of 8 starting off with round of 8 is going to be all best of 3s, so till round of 16 is going to be all best of 1s as well. I guess the recap for the previous day is ready, so let's quickly take a look at what exactly happened in day number 7 of the Esports Premier Series, Valorant, brought to you by Hell Energy Drink and Josh App. So we had 3 interesting games. I would say interesting because though they were storms, they were actually pretty interesting. The first one was A9 Esports and Beyond Infinity that ended in the favor of Beyond Infinity, 13-3. Then we had Team Fangs versus Thundering Eagles, where Fangs they completely clean swept Thundering Eagles out, 13-4. Thundering Eagles did put up a great performance, and the map was Haven actually. And Team Fangs, their duelists, and these guys are on next level actually. On towards the final match of the day, right, which was Samurai Esports and SL Esports. This was actually a very interesting one because there were a lot of comical events that happened in the specific match as well, and I'm pretty sure that Simmer can go ahead and actually create a video out of all the whiffs that he got in that specific match as well. So yeah, that was something interesting. That match was really comical. Me and Dinkar enjoyed casting that one for sure. But yeah, today's schedule looks a lot interesting as well, Alika, as we're going to be having some of the community favorites who are going to be playing today. It's going to be J-Mods, we're going to be seeing Pride Nation, we've got Enigma Gaming as well. So yeah, the entire schedule is going to be coming up really soon. But Alika, day number 7 में तो बहुत मजा आया, and looking forward to a great day 8 as well. And now that you are here back in the casting desk, it's going to be even more interesting.
हाँ, अभी तक के लिए हमारा हिंदी मसाला के लिए दिनकर थे, और अभी डोंट वरी गाइस, दिनकर अभी भी है. यू विल सी यू एट ग्रैंड फिनाले. बट मैं वापस आ गई बिकॉज मेरे बिना मजा नहीं आने वाला है तुम लोगों को, तो मैं वापस आ गई, बहुत कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ एंड आई एम वेरी इंटरेस्टेड. अभी तक मैंने काफी मिस कर दिया, काफी ज्यादा वेरी इंटेंस मैचेस मिस कर दिए. सो आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू अनदर एक्शन ऑफ मैचेस कमिंग थ्रू. एंड आई थिंक मतलब वापस आते ही कास्टिंग पे मैं फोर्सोन esports की मैच देख रही हूँ, तो बहुत कुछ होने वाला है आज. एंड प्राइड नेशन esports आफ्टर देयर रोस्टर चेंज, मैक हैज बीन मूव टू डीजीपी. सो इस रोस्टर चेंज के बारे में भी मुझे काफी कुछ एनालिसिस करना है, बिकॉज आई डिडंट रियली सी प्राइड नेशन esports प्ले आफ्टर द रोस्टर चेंज. And I'm expecting. Yeah. And I've also been seeing कि काफी ज्यादा लोग कम्युनिटी में बात कर रहे हैं कि J-Muds का रोस्टर काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग हो रहा है. उनका काफी अच्छा, what do you say, they've got a good grip on the game right now. They know their opponents. They're learning about their opponents, not only themselves, but they've got a very good eye onto how things work in Valorant. So I'm pretty much looking forward for J-Muds. Are they going to surprise me or disappoint me? अभी तो उनके हाथ में ही है. एंड लास्ट बट नॉट लीस्ट one of my favorite teams, Enigma Gaming. Well, Enigma Gaming, they have a way to say that. I mean, the name itself depicts a lot of aggression. So मैं सोच रही हूँ Enigma Gaming आज काफी अच्छे से खेलने वाली है. We have some crazy players like Hika, we have Batman, and yes, बात करते ही schedule भी आ चुका है. नितिश, why don't you walk us through the schedule?
Definitely, why not? Day number 8 is gonna be interesting, as I said, right? Because it's gonna be some of the community favorites playing in day number 8 as well. It's gonna be Pride Nation versus Team Chemical X, which are our first set of contestants for match number 1. Then we have got the friends. I guess it's the 5 friends versus Enigma Gaming, TFF versus Enigma Gaming. And then the final game of the day is going to be FORCEONE Esports versus J-Muds Esports. It's going to be some of the ex-CS professionals versus ex-CS professionals as well. So FORCEONE Esports and J-Muds Esports is going to be a really interesting one. J-Muds, as far as I know, have been making waves as well in the scene by dominating in a lot of other tournaments as well. So J-Muds, I'm looking forward to that specific match as well. Most probably, it is going to be a really close one. Might be possible we're going to be seeing it overtime as well. But yeah, looking forward to a very close match because FORCEONE Esports, they're gonna absolutely give out their level best as well, because it has been a little tough for them since the past few days and the past few weeks as well. So they're looking to get that seat as well on towards round of 16. Now, I guess the match is going to be ready really soon. Let's talk about the first game of the day. That is going to be Chemical X versus Pride Nation Esports. The map veto has been done, by the way, and it's going to be played on Bind, which is Elika's favorite map once again. And we are going to be seeing the favorite hashtag coming in as well. That is going to be blinded by the Bind. But yes. Yeah, Bind. Interestingly, Pride Nation Esports have a way of playing Bind as well. So as you said, you have a lot to talk about the roster changes and whatnot. So I'm not going to steal that thunder from you. But yeah, let's quickly jump on towards the draft screen. We're going to take a look at the agent selection screen, and then Elika is going to go ahead and inform you guys about all of the analysis that she did as well.
Well, here we are. I think the agent pick selection has already been started, and there we are. Pride Nation is going to start down at the defenders. Well, Pingu is gonna pick up that Sky and Pasha. Oh my god, we have an Astra, and now that is going to be an outstanding pink coming through. We have a Sova, a Nerman, a Rena, Raze, and KJ coming in from Team Chemical X. Looks like it's a pretty decent setup, but I think without the Sage can be good. I mean, they have the Killjoy. The Sentinel is really good. We have Fate as a Jet, and I think the new addition is going to be NV2K. So I have heard a lot about NV back in CS3s. I've seen him play a lot of in the tournaments. I think I played a tournament with him, if I don't remember, like NV, and he has went totally crazy in the game of Valorant, and I think he has a long way to go from Pride Nation Esports, and he's a good addition, to be honest. I mean, Max stepping down, he was one of the best overs, and we do remember what kind of wonders he made in the qualifier number 1. He got most of the rounds for his team. He was there as a strong foundation for the team. But I think him stepping down and new addition NB, I think it's still gonna be strong. And Pingu picking up that Sky, that's something I would really want to see in defender side of Bind. Well, hashtag branded by the band. All you need is the flashers. You have 2 flashers in Pride Nation Esports starting off at defenders. Pingu, the Sky, and we have Phoenix as well. So this is something which I really didn't expect coming in from Pride Nation agent pick. What are your thoughts, Nitish?
Yeah, Pride Nation Esports, they really, caught me off guard over there when Pashabai went ahead and picked up the controller, and Pingu went ahead and picked up the initiator role as well. So interestingly, so if you guys don't know, Pashabai used to play Phoenix, and he used to play the role of the duelist as well before. And then later on, Pingu used to play as an Omen or a controller as well for the team. But I guess with the recent roster shuffle as well, right? Pride Nation Esports, they really made a little bit of a change. And look at the amount of defense setups over towards the B side coming in from the side of Pride Nation Esports. Is going to be seeing Pingu go ahead and get himself the frag on towards Reflex. Assassin, on the other hand, okay, there's an imposter among us. And it's going to be Assassin from the side of Team Chemical X, as he is going to try and come in with a little bit of a bit of a flank, I guess, and Pride Nation Esports. They do have the man advantage right now, Liga.
Well, I think with KJ being down to 4 HP, I think the spike will get easily dropped down. Well, Envy is still on the side, and the man everybody knows, but he's down to a little low HP, and I think with the flash, he's going to make the job done, but Pasha coming in from immediate trades is going to take down Assassin. And here we are on a 3vs2 situation, and I think the Sheriff is coming to the use. It's being put to the justice by Wrench, where he's Wrench the player, while it's going to be Pingu will be coming up for the rescue. And there you go, first beautiful round, a beautiful retake coming from the hands of Pride Nation Esports, and I think they handled it very well.
They definitely did. Pride Nation Esports, their defense is outstanding, and it has been the case as well for their previous Bind games. Pride Nation Esports starting off with the defense on Bind is actually good in a way, because Pride Nation Esports, they always were sort of like a defense oriented team. The defense is actually pretty damn good, and I guess with the addition of Envy, right, the fragging department is going to get a huge boost from the side of Pride Nation Esports as well.
Yes.
Pashabai earlier used to pick up that duelist, as I said, right, and now with Envy stepping in, I guess Pride Nation Esports, they definitely are going to have a lot of advantage in that specific territory as well.
Well, I think the team Pride Nation Esports, they're growing along with the team. They're being so versatile about the agent picks, and Pingu making all the difference happen in the long. And I think it's a big long push coming through. Look at the setup of defenders. NB has already come down to the flag, and he might actually be spotting out Wrench over there. And there you go, he's going to take down Wrench. Well, Pingu on the other hand is going to use Flash, gets himself a single, a double, or maybe a triple. But I think Fate is immediately going to steal away. There you go. Oh, that was a nice shot onto Assassin. Oh my god, he just updraft, dashed, and gets a shot onto Assassin. And I think the one person who was most pissed about it was Envy. He was putting the molly down, and he was waiting to get that shot.
Haha, true that. Yeah, Pride Nation Esports, they're enjoying every bit of this specific match as well against Chemical X, right? As Pride Nation Esports, the thing with them is that they've got a lot of firepower when it comes to whether it be the strats, whether it be the hold, whether it be the muscle power as well. Like, muscle power as in definitely, I'm talking about the fragging department. And look at this. That one flash is going to allow the Jet as well from the side of Pride Nation Esports, that is NV2K, to try and go in for a wide peek over towards the long position. But at the same time, that combo is not going to work out in this specific round, because Pride Nation Esports, they know that Chemical X, they're going to be on a full buy this round. So it's always better to take a step back, rethink your options, and then make a decision. Otherwise, it's gonna come bite them in the butt as well. And with Chemical X's, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that yes, well, that was true indeed that they have a full buy, and I don't think Pride Nation Esports is gonna give away their positions as you said, and they are playing in for a bonus round right now. They really don't want this round to go into the favor of Team Chemical X. Well, I think Chemical X, they've already got the control of the side, and they might actually be getting the bomb planted down. And with that satchel, I think Regionox is gonna put some enemies down, but I think Fate is best. Or Sheriff is gonna get the job done as Enemy is gonna take down Reflex, and there you go, Wrench gets himself a double. We are in a 3 vs 3 situation right now, Nitish, and the spike hasn't been planted down yet. We are down to 30 seconds.
30 seconds
True
left.
that, and it's truly disappointing to see Chemical X getting absolutely obliterated. And Pride Nation Esports, they're just hunting down all of these players from side of Chemical X while they're trying to run for their lives. Chemical X, they're going to move in over towards the B side, and I guess it's going to be all down to this poor Omen, and he's being peppered with the 6th player from the side of Pride Nation Esports, and that is the turret. So yeah, the 6th player from the side of Pride Nation Esports is gonna do some damage as well. But then it's gonna be Demon to go ahead and take him down. So
well, that was a nice one. I mean, I almost expected. I wanted the turret to take down Omen. It would be fun to watch, but I think Demon, he has no patience, man. It's just gonna push ahead. Wait. If Damon's turret kills the guy, yes, of course it's considered as a skill. Oh my god, I just feel like I'm forgetting one day by day.
Hey, it's okay. You know what? We actually had a turret kill every single day. Actually, you missed out on a lot of action, right? So when me and Dinka used to cast, every single day we used to have a turret kill. And we actually had a little bit of a... we had a little bit of discussion as well that we can actually make a video out of all the turret kills that happened in qualifier number 2. Right now we are just definitely we are just blabbing around because it's just an eco round from the side of Chemical X guys, and actually in an eco round it's better to give out some content instead of actually saying it out loud that Pride Nation Esports are peppering down Chemical X Esports. That's exactly how it works as well. So it's going to be all out of the Omen, 1 vs 3. The man is trying to actually put it off, and he might just be able to do that. He's got him to the Vandal, right? And with him taking down Fate, he's going to try and watch out for the flank. NV2K is coming in. Interestingly, NV2K has got himself that flash, but Wrench on the other hand, he knows that the curveball might actually be used as well. Ooh, takes a little bit of damage through that flame wall. Down to 36 points of health, 40 seconds. The spike is in the hands of Pride Nation Esports. Elika, what do you think? Should we place some bets on towards the Omen to clutch this one out?
Well, I don't know for a fact that Wrench might not be able to put up the fact because the spike has been dropped. It's down to 36 HP, but he does has his ultimate, a smoke, and 2 short steps to work with. But I think he's already looking way too ahead. And there you go, Pashabai is going to get the job done, which means Pride Nation Esports will be walking away with 4th round on board. And as I said, Envy, I think he's a great addition to the roster, and he's making all the job done. Usually they pick up a Sova, but instead of Sova, I think they did a change and they picked up Sky, where I think Pingu is totally comfortable playing Sky, and I think that pretty much makes sense over here. While Fate, we know Fate, he is the Jet main, he's the best duelist they have in Pride Nation Esports, and yeah, I think he's an ideal Jet player for his team. While talking down about Team Chemical X, I think a lot of things are going wrong for them, especially giving out the initial peaks on towards Pride Nation Esports. They take the control of the site very easily, but the only problem they have is the post-plan thesis, Nitish. If a post-plan thesis does not work, and I think it's going to be tough for them in the attacker side.
Targets destroyed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And with Assassin getting that entry as well for Chemical X, right? Maybe they're just going to be able to go ahead and get control over towards the side. And look at the amount of pressure being put onto by Assassin over towards the elbows as well as he goes there and takes down the Killjoy. The lockdown from the side of Chemical X has already been put down, and I guess that is definitely going to do a wonder on towards Pride Nation Esports, as to Pride Nation Esports are going to be thinking as to what exactly they're supposed to do as well. Look at the Sky's aggressive push over towards the hookers, as Wrench is going to be finding himself in a position where he has to actually go ahead aggressively on towards Pingu and take him down. Otherwise, Pingu is going to use up both of his remaining flashes in order to go ahead and get the kill. With Rednox getting himself the final frag on towards Pashabai, it did come down to the 1 versus 1. But Rednox, he got it. He absolutely got it with the operator. And he's going to pick up the operator. and carry it forward towards the next round as well. With that, putting up the first round of the board, Assassin actually was the man to open up the side for Chemical X, and he did a pretty good job by getting that double as well over towards the B side. Let's quickly take a look at both the killjoys as well from the side of Pride Nation as well as Chemical X, right? Damon and Bio. Damon is definitely leading the board right now in terms of the frags, and surprisingly, Damon is on the defense as well, right? That's where actually the killjoy as a sentinel shines. So I'm not gonna blame Bio for that. Let's wait for Chemical X to go ahead and get onto their defense as well, so that we can see Bio being that flashy player from the side of Chemical X as well.
That's true indeed. Well, I'm expecting that Chemical X will put up a good performance in the defender side. Well, Bind is a defender sided map. Well, I think Pashabai has already got the job done over here. He's going to put up that cosmic divide coming into the play. And I think everything is going to be just unheard as Reflex makes his way towards the A-bomb side, and he should be waiting for somebody to push through the U-Halls. And there he gets a kill. But Pasha is always there for his team. He's going to get an immediate trade out of it in Assassin. Oh my god. He's seriously on point right now. He's putting that assassin mode on, and he's gonna go ahead, get himself a kill, and with that Empress ability, he'll be getting spiked down. And I think it's down to a 2v4 situation where I think Damon is getting the job done with the shotgun, and I think he might be getting another kill. But unfortunately, gets traded out by Bio. There you go, second round on board for Team Chemical X. Well, Nitish, you do remember you playing Reyna. Well, I can exactly see Assassin doing the same thing. Well, both of you, the only difference is that you have a 47. And it's actually fun to see double S from the both names.
Alright. Stop bullying me, Alika. But yeah, jokes aside, Assassin, I definitely don't have a 1 in my name, so there's that interesting addition coming in from his name. But at the same time, I actually don't really like playing Reyna that much as well, because every single time I play Reyna, I make stupid decisions, and it's funny, sometimes I make the dismiss call instead of getting the heal and whatnot, so I actually have a little bit of a problem when it comes to decision making on the Reyna. But this Assassin, he's actually quite activated himself, and he's doing a good job when it comes to all of these entries over towards either of the sides. With Chemical X going ahead and getting themselves that entry as well on towards Pashabai, we're going to be seeing an immediate trade coming in from Pride Nation. Assassin going ahead and taking down Pingu. Not a bad one actually. This guy is actually doing quite a lot of work for the team. As a duelist, I was expecting him to put up the exact same thing as well. Pride Nation down to a 2 vs 3 as the spike is going to be planted over towards A. It's going to be a difficult retake, but I guess they are going to be able to pull it off, Elika.
Out of charges.
Well, definitely being able to pull it off if he holds the push down properly. Well, I think Wheatnox is in that satchel to get back. There was a smart choice to make. Well, 2 players are already pushing through the CD, and I think the third one might be coming through. Yeah, it's actually a 2v3 situation. Well, Pride Nation, I think they've already made their way towards the bomb side, and Damon is going to immediately take down Wheatnox. Even after knowing the position, I don't know how Wheatnox allowed the Pride Nation Esports to enter into the bomb side, but I think Fate will be getting the job done as Flash will be getting breaking down, and the defender's Killjoy ultimate is gonna come down to work as there is no time left. Fate will be getting taken down by Bio, and there you go, the spike has been exploded, and Team Chemical X will be walking away with third round on board for them. And I think the comeback is getting real from 4-0 to 4-3. Just one more round and Pride Nation Esports and Team Chemical X both will be equalized.
Yeah, one more round and Chemical X are going to go ahead and make it an even Stevens on the board as well. And I guess Chemical X have got themselves the Killjoy's ultimate ready. So they can go ahead and put on the lockdown in order to get that 4th round of the board and equalize things as well. Pride Nation Esports, on the other hand, they're going to struggle if they go ahead and lose out this round in terms of the economy, right? They're going to struggle in terms of the buy the next round if they let Chemical X go ahead and put up that equalizer on the board as well. Assassin along with Wrench, they both are going to try and open up some sort of an avenue over towards the long position as well. Reflex is droning out the hookers, and I guess he's gonna understand the fact that 2 of the players from the side of Pride Nation Esports are holding on over towards the gardens and the elbow position respectively. I guess Chemical X, they're gonna eventually move in over towards A, and both the players over towards the long position are gonna take their teleports as well to move in over towards the A side as well. You'll be seeing Pingo using up that flashbang, and now with a minute left, you can see the rotational play being made by the Killjoy. instead of going in over towards the A side, we're going to be seeing Killjoy moving in over towards B, and Raze is slowly sneaking in over towards A in order to try and get a frag for himself as well. But oh, Assassin! He shouldn't have gone in for the reload, man. But with Red Knox taking down NV2K, right, the avenue over towards A has been opened up, Elika, and we might just see Killjoy taking the teleport over towards A.
But I think Pasha is way too close, and unfortunately he'll get taken down. So it's all down to you. Our Pride Nation's Pride Pingu with the Sky will really be able to make that retake happen in a 1 vs 2 situation. And I think Bio is setting up an interesting cage at retake over there. Is put up an alarm board just below the heavens, just in case if he drops down or if he walks through that, the alert will be given away. Well, Pingu, I think, is close to the green box. He might be spotting out the cage and he's going to take down the cage. He's going to sit down on the defuse. I'm pretty sure he'll get the half defuse done and maybe a full defuse. Well, I think Knox already made his way, and there you go. He was so close, but Knox with his aim is going to quickly put that headshot onto Pingu and make it equal for Pride Nation Esports. 4-4, the scores have been equalized, and Team Chemical X is back on the comeback.
They definitely are. Chemical X, they did not even have to use the KJ's ultimate in order to get that 4th round of the board as well. It was all the individual brilliance coming in from Red Knox actually to try and get that 4th round of the board. With a 4K, the man really put up some performance over there. Pride Nation Esports, I guess, as I said, right, they're going to struggle, and they're going to be on nothing but the pistols for this round. We're going to be seeing Pasha Bai putting up all of these stars over towards his side because he knows that Chemical X is going to try and move it over towards the A side. And with Red Knox getting to know about the position of Damon, he's going to try and push him through the smoke in order to get the kill. Damon, with his Sheriff, right, he actually tried to play up close and personal, but look at the amount of aggression coming in from the side of Chemical X onto the side, as they are very confident. They know that Pride Nation are nothing but on upgraded pistols, and Red Knox is once again going to be putting up that God's work by getting that triple and putting up the 5th round of the board. So with that, Chemical X, they have successfully completed that comeback, and they're down the lead, Elika.
Yeah, 5 rounds back to back. It's going crazy, and wow, wait a minute. I only saw that both the cages from teams were actually top fragging. And here we are. I think within no time, Bio has come back, and he's actually the IGL of the team. And he's doing a pretty good job with 8 kills, 7 deaths. Well, on head-to-head, we have Damon with 10 kills, 6 deaths as a recon for his team. So I think both the killjoys are doing the job up to the mark. As we can see, the 10th round on board and coming where Fate has gotten for a very early pick on towards French. It's going to French down Dreams. Well, Assassin is going to quickly fall back. It's a good thing that he fell back because you have an operator on the B-longs, and Reflex is going to use his drone. Pingu might be getting spotted out over there, but the drone has been picked off earlier. And the recon will be coming through, will be getting taken down at the right time. And I think the smokes from Astra are doing all the job over here. Where Pingu, he has his heal coming through, he's going to put down the heal. And there are 4 players pushing down through the hookah, so that is going to be interesting. Well, I do definitely know for a fact that Assassin might be in a huge trouble if Pingu goes ahead and gives out a white peak. But I also know for another fact that Pingu will be getting tagged down to low HP. Well, Pasha will be needing that heal from Pingu.
Yeah, Pingu's going to go ahead and give the heal to Pasha as well. And Pasha is going to be very, very happy about that, because now they no longer have to worry about anything. They already have that man advantage. They haven't dropped in a single player, and Pasha was the only bit of a concern for them. And now with him getting that heal as well, all of the concerns have been taken out. And Chemical X, they can try and once again reconsider their options here. They can either go in over towards the A side where it's NB and Damon, or else they can try and go in over towards the B side. But now with down to 10 seconds left on the clock, Chemical X have got nothing but save as the only option they've got left.
No.
And let's just hope that Pride Nation Esports don't actually push up and try and take them down.
Well, one of the most important factors in FPS games is the time. And I think Chemical X, they missed it out because losing French in the very early stage, the smokes have been picked off. So if there are no smokes, it's really hard for you to entry on the side. And I guess Assassin did the best he could, but unfortunately that round will be going into the hands of Pride Nation. Where Pride Nation, I think they're going to steal back the rounds which they've given to Chemical X slowly. Well, a lot of people in the chat are asking what are my predictions for this match. I think Pride Nation Esports will be walking away with the win.
Placing alarm
I'm not
bot.
talking it about the fame that I know, but I do know both of the teams. And looking at the playstyle coming in from Chemical X, they have been put under a lot of pressure. And yes, I do know for a fact that 5 rounds are really good in the attacker side. But deep down, I have a feeling Pride Nation, it'll be easy for them to pull off. And look at Fate, he's been so stubborn, doesn't even take down the recon.
Covering it.
And Pasha by, he's getting all the difference run over here as Reflex will be walking straight onto his crosser as the flash will be coming through. Envy will be the man who might be getting that kill. And there you go, Wrench takes down 1 out of 8. And Envy was so confused to pick which enemy shall he kill. Well, in the meanwhile, I think the spike has been planted down. And Pride Nation Esports is in a 2 versus 2 situation. And look at the HP of Wrench. He's barely surviving. And there you go, Pingu's gonna quickly take him down. And I think
Enemy remaining.
Pasha Bai is also going to get taken down. Pingu in a 1 versus 1 situation. And I think the bomb has been getting half defused as Bio will be peeking out from the UALs. There you go, he gets that kill and gets the job done. Chemical X getting another clutch done for the team.
That's true, and I really feel bad for Pingu because I guess he isn't having the best of the days here. This is the second time he's been losing out that 1 versus 1 duel as well, and I guess Pingu is going to be very upset about it. He really is going to go ahead and fire up all cylinders. Is going to try and put up that performance as well. So when it comes down to these 1 versus 1 situations as well for Pingu, it I don't know, becomes really difficult for him. And I've been noticing this from the past few weeks, and especially today, this is like the second time he's losing out that 1 versus 1 as well, and that definitely is going to hurt. Bio, on the other hand, going to be very happy with the performance that he put up. Not only did he get the frag on towards Pasha, but he also went out and took down Pingu as well by getting that 1 versus 2 clutch done beautifully. Pingu now is going to be spotted out over towards the UAL's position as well. I guess Chemical X once again are going to try and move in over towards the A side. We do have Damon playing up close and personal towards the shower entrances, whereas Pasha is going to try and act as a distraction. We've got Assassin using up that ultimate, and with the nanoswarms activated over towards the UAL's position, I guess it's gonna block out the path for Assassin as well to move in over towards the U-Hauls. Pasha has got no idea that Assassin has sneaked in towards the U-Hauls position, and with that said and done, Assassin is going to find himself a double as well. A 3 versus 2 situation for Chemical X as Assassin is on a streak, and maybe he's going to be able to get himself the frag on towards Envy as well.
Well, I think Envy left in a 1 versus 2 situation. I think he'll be able to put it up to a good use. He takes 1 down. That is Assassin with the Empress is being taken down, and so tagged down to really low HP. The same situation. It's giving me deja vu vibes. It's just Envy instead of Pingu over here. Well, I think he was just overthinking a little too much. Envy. There you go. That's going to be 7th round on board for Chemical X. And closing the first half 7-5 with advantage towards the attacker's side, that is Team Chemical X. I think it'll be easy for them. I'm sure it's going to be a cakewalk for them in the defender side. Only if Pride Nation Esports, they set out a very outstanding attacking strategies. Well, I do know for a fact, Nitish, that Pride Nation will be standing out in the attackers because they have 2 flashers. So it's easy for them to entry into the bomb sites, and especially having Astra, you can put up those pulling points in particular places. You can get the block out vision very easily.
Through that, Pride Nation Esports on their attack might just prove to be a little bit too lethal. Chemical X, on the other hand, I guess they do have a strong defense as well, as far as I know. The last time I saw them against a different team who weren't on their level, they did have a really good defense. But let's hope that Pride Nation Esports are going to be able to put up that work as well. Assassin, on the other hand, is going to be finding himself that frag, and maybe with that frenzy, playing up that up close and personal angle as well over towards the Octagons or towards the Gardens. That's going to really help him out as well. Red Nox finds the frag. Jointed right now. I've got no idea why the killjoy moved on over towards the A side. But okay, well, anyways, Assassin once again is going to be finding himself a triple, and what the hell is Assassin doing? He is just on a drive-by right now with that run and gun coming in from him as well. He's just running and gunning down all of these players from Pride Nation Esports with that frenzy.
First thing, I never usually see, Reyna playing a frenzy, and second thing, Assassin is just going nuts and bolts against Pride Nation Esports. And look at Red Nox being so hyperly active right now. He's gonna put that judge I think his aggression is not going to stop anytime soon. Well, maybe he's just pissed off that he's just not as good as Assassin. Well, off the record, maybe. Well, coming back, winning out the pistol round on the defender side, Chemical X is going to put up quite a good show as they'll be moving down to a second round, which is actually a forced by round for them. And I think Fate and Pingu, they might be easily, put up that show against them. Well, I'm expecting quite a good, decent defense setup coming in from Team Chemical X, and with those big guns, it's going to get the job done easily. And there you go, Bio gets himself a double, and look at Pingu is all stuck, confused right now.
Yeah, that's true. Assassin and the Killjoy, right, from the side of Chemical X, they really put up such a humongous performance over towards the B side. And with Wrench trying to catch Mr. Pingu, who is bunny hopping his way over towards the Shar so that he does not die and at least survives for a little bit of a time. You're going to be seeing Pingu trying to spam through the smoke with the classic. It's going to be Bio to rush in on towards him and take him down as well. And Pingu, oh man, feels bad for him, but at the same time, Pride Nation Esports, it was just an eco round for them, and I guess they got what they wanted. They wanted the spike launch. They wanted that extra 300 creds as well. My bad, not credentials. Almost was about to say credentials, but yeah. Pride Nation Esports, they're going to be getting that extra 300 creds into the bank as well, and that is going to help them get the bigger guns out in this specific round, whereas Chemical X is going to be a bonus for them, and I guess most of the players are going to be on the Spectres as well as Judge.
Well, the most interesting part comes down to here that, Bio, I want to talk about this man, Bio from Team Chemical X. Being an in-game leader, he's been able to pull out clutches, he's been able to pull out such a good game, a lot of gun power has been put to use, and I think Bio is doing a great job. As an IGL, he's giving out the perfect callouts, and as a fragger, he's on top. I mean, Sentinel on the top, we usually don't get to see that, especially when he's an IGL, and Bio is starting out with 15 kills right there. And head-to-head, we have another Killjoy, top fragging. That is Demon with 12 kills, 10 deaths. Looks like it's going to be a KJ party today, Nitish. Both the KJs are top fragging.
That definitely is true, though. I mean, both the KJs are absolutely feeling it. And with Bio, I mean, I told you, right, when the initial player cards came in for Bio and Damon, I was like, you know what, the true potential of Bio is going to be unleashed when he moves on towards the defense side, and that is being seen as well currently in this specific match, where he has overtaken his nemesis from the side of Pride Nation Esports, that is Damon, in terms of the fragging department, and he's right now sitting at 15 kills, whereas Damon is sitting at 12 kills. So yeah, Chemical X, I actually, am very surprised to see them put up such a dominating performance against Pride Nation Esports. And Pride Nation Esports, I'm not gonna blame them as well, because with the recent roster shuffles and everything, it's gonna take some time for them to adjust and put up that synergy, that coordination as well. But eventually, they're definitely gonna be able to put up quite a big performance as well against teams like Chemical X and others as well. So right now they are having some rough days, but at the same time, it's definitely going to go away from the side of Pride Nation Esports, because we all know what kind of a potential these guys carry, and I guess Pride Nation Esports, once they are absolutely set with their composition, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with for sure.
Yep. Well, I think it's going to be an eco round coming in from Team Chemical X on the defense, because Pride Nation, they set out quite a good game over there. Well, NP is going to put that flash, they're going to push him down towards the showers, where I think Reflex, if he goes down, he takes a man down. And there go Damon. The fragger will be getting taken down as assassin. Look at the sneaky plays inside the smoke. Nobody knows he's here, and he's going to take down Pingu. Maybe the Claw to Pasha, but I think the trade came in very early for NV. Well, the last player standing is going to be Bio once again, a 1 vs 3 clutch situation. I wonder why he's only the Bio guy, always in the clutch situation. And I'm pretty sure that with that Spectre, he should be able to, get a kill or two. But I think that's not happening as long as you have NV in your team. Well, it's going to take down Bio and make it 6th round. Finally, the first round in the attackers for Pride Nation Esports.
That's true. Pride Nation are going to be very happy by putting up that first round of the board. And I guess Chemical X, they do have the money to go in for the bigger guns. So it was just a bonus for them, the previous one, if I'm not wrong. So they're going to go ahead and pull out the Phantoms and the Vandals as well. It's just going to be Assassin on the Vandal, interestingly, whereas the rest of the squad are going to try and stick to the Phantoms. The Phantom really does wonders in this specific map, though, because of the narrow lanes and except for the long range engagements, I guess the Phantom really works out.
Well, I think, the only difference I see between Vandal and a Phantom is that Phantom is really good for spray, and Vandal, I don't really appreciate the spray control. You just gotta tap over the Vandal, and there comes the run it back from NB2K. Is gonna take a jump down through the alarm bot is gonna be pushing down, but I think through the flash is gonna take a kill. Well, Pingu is on fire right now. He's gonna get himself a double, but Assassin putting an end to Pingu. It's gonna be a trouble. Reflex gets another one onto NB. It's down to a 3 versus 3 situation. Well, the Spike will be getting down as Fate is right now standing on with 100 HP, and Assassin with the Empress is going to walk down and gets immediately headshotted. That's a delete. And maybe Fate can get deleted as well. Well, French over there gets himself a double kill, and it's down to 1 versus 1 situation. French is down to 5 HP, and I'm not really expecting that he might be able to clutch this round out because he has KJ. And KJ's, traps, the nanoswarm grenades. I mean, the trap as I meant nanoswarm grenades are really scary. Well, Damon, does he have any idea that Wrench is actually sticking to the defuse? And there he goes, gonna walk down and takes him down. That's a clutch for Pride Nation Esports, 7-9. They're coming back slowly, step by step.
Pride Nation are definitely making the comeback happen as well. And I guess they're gonna do something what Chemical X did to them as well. Chemical X, it was a full buy round coming in for them, and unfortunately they were not able to hold on over to the B side. Now they have to go in for an eco. It's gonna be nothing but upgraded pistols, couple of half shields, and I guess Chemical X, they're gonna try and get 3 players over towards the B side. Over towards the A side is just gonna be down to the Sova and the Omen. So yeah, the rest of the 3 players are gonna hold on towards the hooker position. I guess Damon is gonna be in a bit of a trouble when he sees all 3 of these players. But look at Pingo pulling out his seekers as he's gonna get the information on towards all 3 of these players holding on over towards the hooker position with Bio getting himself a frag. The IGL, he's gonna start things off for the team. Chemical X, they do get immediately traded off as well with Envy's hot hands being placed over towards the hooker position. It's gonna be Assassin to burn down into ashes, and Pashabai to get himself a double as well, trying to come in with a little bit of an aggression towards the Marcus position. Actually, he's gonna find out the flank coming in from Chemical X, and he's gonna immediately put it down as well. Wrench left out in a 1 versus 4 situation. Wrench has got himself a beautiful sheriff, but can he land some beautiful headshots with that? Is gonna be the $1 million question. Time's ticking down, and I guess Chemical X, they should pretty much, forget the specific round. That's going to be Pride Nation to put up the 8th, but if Wrench can go ahead and do some economic damage onto his Pride Nation Esports, it's going to be all welcoming for Chemical X.
Well, I think he did a good job by taking down Pasha. Well, that was 1 kill for Team Chemical X before getting taken down. And there we are, 8-9. Pride Nation Esports is just 1 round away from getting that scores equalized once again. And here we have a look at Killjoy head-to-head. We have the IGL versus the Reek, and Damon is sitting down on 14 kills and Bio with 16. And I think in no time, Bio has beaten the score of Damon and he's standing on top with the Killjoy. The pride and the glory for Killjoy players is on right now. Well, Pride Nation Esports looks like it's going to be an A setup coming through. Pink past the spike, and it's going to immediately flash down and fade. Ooh, that headshot, that pixel shot, that was nasty and Assassin. He couldn't do anything with that operator. As Ritnox, he'll be pissed off that the entry was given down towards Pride Nation Esports, and Ritnox, with that boom wall getting placed out, Wrench is gonna get a kill on towards Damon, and Pasha by big natural habitat is gonna get himself a kill, but Wrench, I think he's up to something really nasty. He's gonna get himself a double, and Pride Nation Esports is in a 2 versus 2 situation. They're gonna quickly use the teleport over towards the B-bomb side, and the plan might actually be going. Yeah, there you go. The plan is actually going.
Last player standing.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing Wrench going out and getting some of the frag on towards Pingu as well. The blunt is going to be stopped, and I guess Wrench is going to get himself that ace as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Chemical X's Wrench to go ahead and put up an ace this specific round. And the heroics coming in for this bad boy is going to put up the 10th round of the board for Chemical X. It's going to put them into double digits, and I guess they're going to be very happy with the performance being put up by Wrench from the Shah's position. The way he held on to Shah's without leaking any sorts of avenues for Pride Nation to, exploit over towards the A side, and then quickly using up his ultimate in order to move in over towards the B side elbows. And getting himself that double as well to secure himself that ace. Something that you would see coming in from a fierce Omen.
Well, I think now I know the reason why he's named himself as Wrench. And I can definitely look up ahead for aggressive Omen plays. Well, recently I have also been main to the Omen agent. I've been playing that agent for a while now. I mean, I think I fell in love with Omen nowadays because the way he can use, the way he can put his brain to a damn good use. I think I'm already loving Omen, and looking at, I think Wrench might be one of the best players for me who can play Omen at their potential, like at the max. He's using all the abilities to his max. The shout steps, the flashes, everything. He's using everything to escape out of the aim from Pride Nation Esports. And Pride Nation, one by one, they're just walking into the hands of Chemical X. And I think Pingu, he actually has a lot of work to do on the abilities, as he'll be flashing. He has to look after over his body and a lot of other stuff too. So Pride Nation Esports, they have to look after their setup, because if they lose this one, Team Chemical X, they'll be on the 11th round on board, as Pasha is going to put that cosmic divide, which actually is going to alert all the players of Team Chemical X, as Pingu is going to put that wolf down. Might be able to spot one of the players, but the pulling ability and gets a shot through its smoke, takes down the Sova, the most important entry player. As is going to flash down once again into the bomb site, but he couldn't go further than that. But I think this time he's using the flash to a greater use. He's gonna take down Assassin. Maybe another kill on towards Killjoy, but Bayo is in a very sneaky position. Gets himself a double, and Rednox coming in for the trade at the right moment. There you go, the showstopper will be coming in. He'll be taking down Fate. Oh, actually not. Fate has dashed back, and David takes down Bayo. That's actually a round for Pride Nation Esports.
That's right. They pull a card right out of their sleeves. It's going to be Pride Nation Esports to sort of put up a very, very scary and a risky play over towards the B side, but at the same time, all of that works out in their favor as well, because of the brilliant decision making coming in from Fate as well. Quickly, dashed back and got rid of the showstopper as well, coming in from the side of Rednox. But I'm not gonna lie, Chemical X's hold over to his B was really good, especially Bayo, sneaking inside of that smoke, using the Cosmic Divide in his favor. Everything was done well, and I guess Wrench, once again, it's gonna be time for him to put up that performance as well. But oh no, it's gonna be blind, and it's gonna be attack coming in from both the sides for Wrench, as he's gonna be sandwiched inside of the Shah's position as well. Reflex right now with the judges holding on over to his U-Halls, and there are two players from side of Chemical X coming in with a little bit of a flank as well. So with the Reflex getting taken down, let's hope that Envy is going to be able to try and find the flank as well. That is going to be the smoke being put up over towards the short position. I guess Pasha knows that both of these players from side of Chemical X have the tendency to come in with a little bit of a lurk, with a backstab.
Well, what to say, Bola, and I think look at Assassin. He's standing neck to neck beside the player from Chemical X, and oh, there you go. It's going to take down Envy. I saw it coming through, not gonna lie. Well, Assassin got flushed out to it, but it did time there, and there you go, Pasha Boy, Fate. What would I call them? I would call them the Deadly Duo, but more than that, I would call them the Sneaky Boys. They're not visible in the map. Assassin, he did go for the peek or towards, the pocket, but he actually did not find anyone. And then when he goes out, there's Pasha Boy, hello.
Yeah, they definitely sneaked in over there and got themselves that round as well. Now that the scoreboard's tied up, I guess Chemical X, they're going to be sweating quite a lot. Because right now, not only do they don't have the money to go in for a buy, they also are going to find themselves at a disadvantage after this specific round, because Pride Nation are going to go ahead and get the 11th on the board. And if Chemical X are not going to be able to hold on to the round after this, then it's going to be the end for them as well, in my opinion, because Pride Nation Esports are going to get onto match point, and then Chemical X are going to have some problem. We're going to be seeing Rednox going out and getting the frag on towards Envy, whereas Fate is going to pull out the blades as well. Wow, I missed the blade storms, man. Even though we had the jet on towards the side of Pride Nation Esports, we actually did not get to see Fate pulling out the blades as well on the defense side. Finally, he did put it out on the attack, so interestingly, You're going to be seeing him using up that Blaze Storms as well in a round where Chemical X were on ENIGMA. So it works out. 11 to 10 as Chemical X are finally going to have the bye. We have, you know, the ultimate readied up from the side of Sova and the Reyna from the side of Chemical X. Let's see if the Empress or the Ultus Fury are going to be put up to use as well. And Reflex with that operator is going to place himself over towards the Tars, Elika.
Yes, well, I think the entry is going to be really easy for Pride Nation as they have to run it back from the enemy as I take the name of the devil is going to be walking into a CA bomb set. Already got most of the work done for the team. As Reflex with that operator, I don't think he'll be able to do much. But Wrench over here is going to wrench down players, gets himself a double, gets traded by Fate. But on the other hand, Reflex is going to take a sweet time to recon the bomb site. It's going to spot out Envy. It still has that operator down, but Envy is gonna spot him out, gets that kill. It's a 3v3 situation as Wrench has also went down. And Fate is standing really close to Bio, and Bio is definitely gonna punish him back. With the spike going down, they definitely have to leave the spike in the first place and also go for the bomb plan. Well, I think Pasha, he's the last hope for the team, and he's in a 1v2 situation. Well, the bye was not really into the favor of Team Chemical X, but if they lose this round, it might be a big trouble as Pasha Bhai will be spotting out Retinox, and Retinox is going to put that grenade at the right time. And Pasha Bhai is going to slowly walk out of the U-walls where he'll be finding out Retinox, taking him down. 11 to 11. I think the competition is still going neck to neck, Nitish.
Definitely is. Once again, Chemical X, holding on over towards the A side like a boss. Actually, it was the brilliant performance coming in from Wrench once again. The guy is actually popping off towards the Shah's position, and interestingly, there's no sorts of resistance coming in from Pride Nation Esports. Actually, Pingu, alongside one of the duelists, should try and move in from the Shah's position, take care of Wrench, because he's actually being a thorn in the plans of Chemical X over towards the A side. In the thorn of the plans coming in from Pride Nation Esports, not Chemical X, my bad. But yeah, Pride Nation Esports, right? In my opinion, they can easily take on the A side if they get rid of Wrench over there as well. Wrench and Bio are the actual problem over towards the A side. If they can just take them down, it's a pretty easy side to take as well. With Pingu getting the frag on towards Reflex is gonna instantly get traded off as well, thanks to the paint shells coming in from Red Dogs. And the trade game is oh goddamn strong from both the sides as well. Chemical X have got themselves 3 ultimates ready, mind you. And it's just a matter of time. As soon as Pride Nation Esports commit over towards a specific side, it's going to be Chemical X to go ahead and pull out their ultimates and getting themselves a match point as well.
Well, I think the rotation has already been called down to the A-bomb side where Assassin, he has pretty much dropped down, and I think Wrench is in a big trouble and it's going to get spotted out, but he gets himself done.
Last player standing.
Excuse me, Wrench, you are looking at the other side of the wall and you seriously get to get that double kill. And at this point, Pride Nation Esports will be definitely disappointed where Uncle is left in a 1 versus 4 situation, but the good thing is that he still has the spike. He can put up some crazy plays with the Vandal. With 30 seconds left on the clock, he might not be able to do much, but he has 2 flashes to work with. But Envy is already know the position of Assassin is going to get himself a kill, but Wrench is going to be the scariest player you ever see. He's down to 34 HP when Wrench will be walking down with 34 HP left. Envy will be getting that spike planted down. Scale down to 83 HP, and Retinox is going to use that showstopper, is going to put down Nope into the showers. Well, Retinox is definitely not expecting Envy, but it's going to put that up shot right on the point where definitely it's going to be the match point for Chemical X and Pride Nation Esports. A very nice try coming in from NV2K. He has put up the best performance he could. But it's just, when you are in 1 versus 4 situation, you get the double kill and you're in a panic. You don't know where the third person is going to come down from. Mistakes will happen. But I think Pride Nation Esports, they still have 1 round to prove themselves. But this time, the buy is not looking great. They have 4 Vandals and a Spectre on the entry fragger, that is Envy.
That's right. With the match point coming in for Chemical X, I guess Pride Nation Esports are going to be the ones to sweat right now. And Envy, he tried absolutely everything he could in that specific round. He did isolate himself into individual one-on-ones, but then Retinox, man, I did not expect that myself. I thought that that round was going to go into the favor of Pride Nation Esports because of the fact that the operator is still into play in that specific 2 versus 1 clutch for Chemical X. But it was a good stuff coming in from Retinox. With NV2K getting his run it back ready, right? He's going to move in towards the Shars, and I guess he's going to go ahead and take care of Wrench over towards the Shars as well. But then Wrench He does take quite a lot of damage, and I guess he just has to stay alive over towards the shard entrances as well in order to take down Envy. But look at Assassin! The Empress has been activated, and the man is popping off with a triple. He's looking for the quad. He knows that one guy has already sneaked in over towards the U-Halls, and he's got no idea where exactly the last player is. But now with Reflex getting to know that the final player is over towards the short position as well, I guess Assassin is looking to get himself that quad and secure the win against Pride Nation Esports. A 1 versus 3 situation, ladies and gentlemen. Pride Nation Esports, it's pretty much over for them unless and until Pashabai is going to pull out this incredible 1 versus 3 clutch, which is looking quite a difficult task, by the way. Too tall a task to ask for? Yep, it is. Red Knox is going to be the one to take down Pashabai. It's going to be Chemical X to pull out an amazing win against Pride Nation Esports. And Chemical X, hats off to you guys, man, as Pride Nation Esports. They are going to be upset with the performance they put up today.
And I think Pride Nation Esports will be upset, as you said, but I think Envy will be happy with 23 frags, 18 kills. He might be the MVP of the match, including, but I think him losing out, that was something I really never expected. I thought Envy would, put up quite a good performance, and actually he did. But I think where it went wrong was Pride Nation Esports, letting Chemical X walk over through all the empty rounds. 4-0, they made the comeback to 5-4, and they took the lead on from there. And I think that's where Team Chemical X, they've picked up their confidence, the momentum, they've learned how Pride Nation Esports plays, and they did the good job. And good job, Pride Nation Esports, guys. You guys have tried your level best, but you lost with a difference of 2 rounds. And Chemical X, good job, guys. You will be moving forward towards the round of 16. I'm really proud of you guys.
Yeah, Chemical X, they're going to be very happy with the performance they put up, especially from the side of Wrench as well, right? The man actually popped off, and I'm not going to lie, he is built different. The way he pulled up his game as well, right? The initial few rounds, he was kind of silent. It was like him observing as to how exactly Pride Nation Esports are playing. And once he got to know that Pride Nation Esports' decision making is kind of very, very. I'm not really sure how should I put it, but at the same time, they were looking a lot scared and clueless on their attack as well.
Yeah.
There were moments. I'm definitely going to highlight these moments as well from the side of Pride Nation Esports, because it's actually something to be talked about as well. I'm not really sure what happened, but at the same time, Pride Nation Esports were looking a lot scared when they were making their executes as well. And, there was this one round where they were moving on towards the A side. They got themselves the control over towards the A shot position, and they were actually about to move in over towards the short position as well. This is the round when I guess, Wrench, when he got that ace, that specific round is what I'm talking about. They got themselves the control over towards the A-shot position. They moved in closer towards the entrances of the U-Halls, but then again, they never actually made their way inside of the U-Halls. It was actually the Nanostorm grenades coming in from the Killjoy, that is Bio, and then Wrench peeking out wide over towards the Shah's position as well. Wrench actually found out that Pride Nation Esports are not making complete use of this split approach being made by them as well. They're not coming in from the Shah's position. There's no sorts of resistance coming in from the Shah's. And Wrench actually, wide peeking over towards the U-Halls position, getting himself that double as well. So it was all a well-coordinated, well-synergized play being made by Chemical X, and that scary approach was seen from the side of Pride Nation Esports as well, where they were fretting to even step foot inside of the U-Halls. And this happened not just that one round, but multiple rounds as well. So Pride Nation Esports, man, I'm not really sure what happened to you guys, but you guys have to get that confidence back. I know certain matches, certain incidents, they do bring down your confidence level, and you doubt your place as well, but don't do that. You guys are amazing, and we are looking forward to you guys participating in qualifier number 3 and moving on towards the semifinals and the grand finals as well. So congratulations, congratulations to Chemical X for getting in towards the round of 16, whereas Pride Nation Esports, keep grinding, guys. You guys got this in qualifier number 3 for sure.
Well, I guess that's it. That's a huge analysis coming from Pride Nation Esports as well as Chemical X. And I think Chemical X, there was a point when they went fearless against Pride Nation Esports in the defender side, especially when Wrench, he was in an off-guard situation. He still managed to, pull up that double kill for himself. So it was totally unexpected. I just expected a trade coming in from Pride Nation, which did not happen, which quite also upsetted me a little bit. And I think the roster, it definitely did work out for them, but I don't think the comms went really right, as the MVP from Tradition Esports is going to be NV2K, and from Chemical X is going to be Wrench. Well, I think 13 to 11, that's the job over there. And look at the carry, 1.1, 1.3. NV has done a really good job. And apart from that, talking about Bio and Damon, both of them, I think they fulfilled their roles as Sentinels, and Pingu and Reflex as an initiator. They put up a good job. Coming in from a double duelist setup, both the duelists couldn't be on top. It was actually Wrench who has got the job done with 21 kills, and this man is just insane. I love the way how he put up the aggressive open plays, like the one you see in YouTube clips. I definitely saw that thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's insane.
That's
I
actually
really went mayhem when I saw him. Like he was standing on to the other side of the wall. Seriously. And he turns over, he flashes, and he gets himself a double. I was like, what the hell did even happen?
Well, that's true. I mean, Wrench really put up quite a dominating performance over there, and I actually got a little bit of a flashback as well when I started playing out Omen back in the days as well. Now I keep switching between roles as well because, well, team player. But anyways, we can throw it off to a break as well. So, Elika, if you have no closing thoughts, you can go ahead and do the honors as well.
Well, not really much to talk about, but I'm looking forward for the next match of the day, which will be even more interesting than Pride Nation Esports and Chemical X. So see you guys in 5 minutes. It's a short break. Don't go anywhere. Get yourself a hell energy drink, and we'll be right back.
होश ये है जोश ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश ये है जोश ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश ये है जोश ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा ये है होश ये है जोश ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा
Well, welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Esportz Premier Series presented to you by Josh App and powered by Hell Energy Drink. So अभी फिलहाल तो हमने पहला मैच खत्म कर दिया है काफी ज्यादा जोश में, but I think Pride Nation Esports जोश से ज्यादा उनको होश चाहिए अभी फिलहाल तो, because उन्होंने बहुत ही close game हार गए थे. It was so close, just a matter of 2 rounds. But yeah, keeping that aside, Nitish, we have done a lot of analysis of map number 1, but I'm looking forward to the next match of the day. Well, it is exciting to see two of my favorite teams actually participating against each other. So what are your thoughts on that? In the previous game,
Yep.
we saw a pretty close knockout, and I'm looking forward for something similar in the second match.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, see, TFF versus Enigma Gaming, right? Enigma Gaming, on top of that, they definitely are going to be celebrating today. It's Raw Fuel's birthday, so they're going to be in that party mood as well. Yeah, Raw Fuel. It's Raw Fuel's birthday, so happy birthday to you, Raw Fuel. Before we get
Happy
into the match
birthday.
as well. Yes, many happy returns today. May you have an amazing game, man. And yeah, they definitely are going to be in that party mood as well, right? Where Enigma Gaming are going to be like, Rafuel, go ahead. It's your territory. You can go ahead and become the janitor for the day as well. You can clean sweep the server if you want to. And yeah, we just got to get an update. We just got to know as well that the map is going to be Icebox, so it's going to be even more interesting because I'm not really sure about TFF, but Enigma Gaming, they have been looking quite good on the map of Icebox as well on other tournaments. I guess the match is ready as well. So do you have any pre-game analysis to do? If not, let's quickly jump straight into the draft screen, Elika.
Well, I think I have to talk about the agent pick selection coming in from both of the teams as the match is going to happen in Icebox. Well, I think it makes sense. It's the summer season. Everything is so hot over there in Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, everywhere. And I think Icebox is going to keep the cool between both of the teams as it's TFF versus Enigma Gaming. Enigma Gaming starting off with the attack is pretty intense to be talking about. Well, I can see a Ren pick coming from Raw Fuel. Well, I think the birthday is just gone way too ahead for him that he's going to be pick up that deadly Aurat. Bhayankar Aurat bologe main usse. Well, God Vex is gonna pick up the Sova, as we know. Kirst is gonna pick up the Jet. And Batman, I don't know if he's gonna pick her up or not, but if he goes ahead and picks up Viper, I'll go crazy, man. And talking about TFF, I think he's already been very confident about Viper. We have a Sage, Omen, Reyna, and a KJ. Pretty much similar lineup, but the only difference we can see is that a single duelist का strategy हम देख सकते हैं TFF के हाथ से. And Enigma Gaming, I think ये लोग काफी थोड़े ज्यादा ही confident है कि वो लोगों ने Reyna इंस्टा लॉक कर लिया Raw Fuel ने. I mean birthday mood पे है, काफी खुश होंगे, but Raw Fuel इंस्टा लॉकिंग Reyna अभी कुछ तो होने वाला है. I'm pretty sure that they're either way is going to shut down TFF or they're going in for a really close fight with them.
Enigma Gaming. Interestingly, I would love to see Batman on that Viper, as Elika did mention, right? That is definitely going to be one highlight as well for me. And yeah, Ghost.
Sage, ये तो नहीं देखा मैंने.
Yeah, Hika actually. So it's very interesting, right? We see from the side of Samurai Esports as well, Sai sometimes going out and picking up Sage on the map of Icebox. So Icebox, pe abhi bhi, teams are trying to find that perfect composition as well. Sometimes it's just random. They're like, "Aaj mood nahi hai fragging karne ka, so I'm just gonna be laying back, playing support a little bit." Just like our usual ranked games where teams if they are not feeling it or if they're like आज हल्की टीम है, so let's just try and chill out a little bit. Let's not put up a lot of performance out there on the board and stress ourselves or burn ourselves out because we have got a long day, a lot of matches to be played up ahead as well. So yeah, that is something that is being seen from a lot of teams as well. I guess the match is ready, so Elika, why don't we quickly jump straight into the match and continue this conversation over there as well.
Yep.
Where TFF are going to be on the defense and Enigma on the attack. Let the action begin.
Definitely let the action begin. And I think काफी सारे roster change भी हुआ है TFF की तरह से. मैंने मिनातो को देखा है, लाइक को देखा है, but बाकी सब मुझे नए लग रहे हैं. RG भी नया लग रहा है मुझे. बट यहाँ देखते हैं एनिग्मा घोस्ट उठा के एंट्री लेने की कोशिश में Raw Fuel. इसको समझ में भी नहीं आएगा कि किसका वाइपर वॉल है, या ओपोनेंट का या हमारा. इसको समझते इसको साल लग जाएंगे बिकॉज दोनों की वाइपर वॉल डीके तो देते ही है, बट हमारे टीममेट का नहीं देता है. एज ही मूव डाउन काफी ज्यादा एग्रेसिव दिखा रहे हैं एनिग्मा गेमिंग, बट एक फ्रैग भी अभी तक नहीं मिला. एंड नाम लेते ही घोस्ट ने काफी अच्छा बढ़िया फ्रैग देते हुए. एंड केजे अभी भी बैक साइड बैठे हुए, किसी को पता नहीं है. एंड एलए के एक किल चुराते हुए इमीडिएटली ट्रेड हो जाते हैं. एंड हिक्का, क्या आयरनी है भाई. हिक्का सेज, ये तो इससे ज्यादा आयरनी मैंने कभी देखा नहीं है. I mean, you know that he was one of the best duelists you've got.
Still hungry.
I mean, he still sort of is one of the best duelists out there in the country as well. But yeah, like Enigma Gaming, 1-0. You're going to be seeing them walking away with that round. TFF. Unfortunately, we're not able to hold on over towards the A side. And there's a big sigh coming in from my face as well, because that round could have gone in the favor of TFF, man. In my opinion, they could have done a lot better as well. But yeah, Enigma Gaming, they are looking strong when it comes to the you know, firepower and the entire synergy being put up by them as well, right? In terms of the trade potentials and having each other's backs, it's pretty interesting. Ghost on the other hand is gonna get that entry pick on towards the like. It is sort of like an equal round for TFF, right? As they lost out the first round, so we're gonna be seeing Enigma Gaming rushing in and getting the second round of the board as well, and it's gonna be most of the players from side of Enigma Gaming getting the frag, except for I guess the Sova. Yeah, the Sova was the only one who didn't get the frag.
Well, वैसे ही काफी एग्रेसिवली एनिग्मा गेमिंग ने दूसरे राउंड ले लिया है। वेल तीसरा राउंड के मैं देख रही हूँ, मैं इंतजार कर रही हूँ तीसरे राउंड कैसे जाने वाला है, बिकॉज इट्स अ फुल बाय राउंड कमिंग इन फ्रॉम टीएफएफ एंड एनिग्मा गेमिंग। उन्होंने काफी माइनर अपग्रेड्स किया है। घोस्ट ने मार्शल उठाया एंड फिर वेक्सी ने फैंटम उठा लिया। well, काफी अजीब लग रहा है मुझे, पूरा अजीब लग रहा है कि मैं हिंदी बोल रही हूँ। कभी कभी लगता है कि मैं हिंदी बोल सकती हूँ और फिर भी बोल रही हूँ, मैं बोलते हुए सोचती हूँ मैं वो चीज़। कल वापस आते हुए खुद के टीममेट के ऊपर स्लो अप डालना काफी बढ़िया तरीका था वो।
Yeah, that was something that there was a signal to the player as well that hey, you need to slow down, man. You need to calm down. Otherwise, we're going to be losing this specific round against TFF.
That is something I would do when I play Sage.
Yeah, slowing down your own teammates, right? Yeah, that usually happens. When I play Breach as well, earlier when I started playing out Breach, right? When I used to play Breach, when I was initially experimenting.
Going crazy.
Yep, definitely.
Flash mode kar.
Yeah, I used to get a lot of beating as well from my teammates, but it's completely fine. That's how you learn and be better. Now with Breach, I'm absolutely flawless. But yeah, Rawfuel right now, he's gonna be the one to be flawless with all of these interesting kills, and he's gonna be getting himself a triple as well. No, not happening. Cool, not a problem. A double is more than enough. With Enigma Gaming on a man disadvantage, TFF might actually have the chance to go ahead and put up the first round of the board this specific round, guys. Enigma Gaming, yeah, they're actually trying to position themselves in a way where they can find themselves a frag, but look at Wind, and he's gonna swiftly get the frag on towards his Jan, and it's gonna be Batman to get himself the frag on towards Wind. I guess Batman has got his utilities over towards the spike, so doesn't have to worry about the spike getting diffused as well. And there you go. It's gonna burn down a lot of time, but the How Diffuse has already come in, right? And it's gonna be allowing Artgun to go ahead and finish up that diffuse, get the first round of the board, and TFF, they're gonna be very happy putting up their first round of the board as Enigma Gaming with a bunch of Spectres are not gonna be able to put up the third round of the board.
काफी बढ़िया तरीके से रीटेक संभाला है टीएफएफ ने, एंड मैं बहुत ही खुश हूँ कि टीएफएफ फाइनली पहले राउंड लेते हुए अपने डिफेंडर साइड पे एनिग्मा गेमिंग 2 राउंड तो ले लिया है। एंड काफी ज्यादा बार मैंने सुना है कि आइस बॉक्स अटैक साइडेड मैप है। हाँ, वो सच्ची में अटैक साइडेड मैप है, बट जो एग्रेशन मुझे आज एनिग्मा गेमिंग से देखने को मिल रहा है वो काफी ज्यादा बेहतर लग रहा है मुझे। एंड बैडमैन, उनको लाइनअप्स पता था, बट आई थिंक उन्होंने थोड़ा ज्यादा अर्ली वो मॉरी को डाल दिया गया था। एंड आई थिंक इस बार एक हार्ड ए पुश होने वाला है फुल बाइक के साथ। एनिग्मा गेमिंग rawfuel आगे जाते हुए अपने एम्प्रेस एक्टिवेट कर चुके हैं। सो शैतानी औरत वापस आ चुकी है गेम में, नीचे जंप करने वाली है। तेरी वो एक शैतानी दूसरी शैतान को निकालते हुए, maybe another one, but I think it's not gonna happen. And like रिवेंज लेने वाले हैं वापस 1-2, and I think spike already planned हो चुके हैं एनिग्मा गेमिंग की तरफ से।
We're going to be seeing Artgun actually, putting up a piece of art as well over towards the Rafters position as he's going to go ahead and get himself that frag as well. Now, Enigma Gaming, once again, are going to be finding themselves at a man disadvantage. And I guess TFF, they are not going to be able to do much against the god himself. That is going to be Vexy, as the man is going to get himself a double. 1 versus 1. Ghost has got no idea where a like is. And a like, he's going to get on top of the nest. During the process of using the ropes, he's going to get the frag, a spray down, and a like. What the hell? I mean, the Jet is definitely going to be blaming the game right now. He's going to be like, what the hell, Riot? How the hell is the accuracy on point? But then, you know what it is. It is what it is. And the like is going to go ahead and get that headshot onto it. Mr. Ghost. And, well, surprisingly, Enigma Gaming, a round that they almost had in their pockets. It's going to go into the favor of TFF. The even Stevens on the board is going to come up, and I guess Enigma Gaming they do have the money to go in for the buys. They're going to be putting up the buy. The same can be said for TFF. And on top of that, TFF, they have got themselves to their ultimates ready. The resurrection for both these Sage players are ready on the server. So expect a resurrection coming in this round.
Well, I am expecting a resurrection until and unless it's on the enemy side. Well, Raphael, I think once again is going to make his way towards the A-bomb side, but this time Enigma Ghost is going to be the one who will be giving away the entry on towards Rena, and the poor, like, he did not see what was coming through in his way. That's going to be Ghost getting himself a double, but Raphael unfortunately couldn't connect the second shot, while Ghost gets himself a triple, almost close to a quad, but unfortunately he couldn't as well. जैसे कि आपने बोला रिजरेक्शन अपने में आ चुका है एंड 3 वर्सेस 3 सिचुएशन है वो रीटेक अभी तक पॉसिबल है वॉल कर दिया गया है दूसरे साइड ऑफ द साइड को एंड आई थिंक वो वॉल ब्रेक करने के बाद काफी ज्यादा मुश्किलें देखनी पड़ेंगी बट आर्ट गन इमीडिएट ट्रेड लेते हुए इज गोना सिट डाउन द डिफ्यूज बट लिटिल डज ही नो Batman के पास बैठे हुए lineups and so does Vexy as that Hunter's Fury, so he's going to pretty much do a lot of damage. That's the last man standing. Omen in a 1 vs 2 situation and Batman एक और kill लेते हुए successfully.
Yeah, just on top of his utilities, this guy is actually going ahead and rubbing salt at the wound from the side of TFF. TFF are going to be so triggered right now. They're going to be like, this Viper is so annoying, and Batman with these lineups, he's equally annoying as well. But yeah, 3-2. Enigma Gaming very happy with the third round of the board, despite them having to lose a lot of players actually, not a lot of rounds. My bad. A lot of players in the process of getting that third round of the board. It's okay. It's all worth it. TFF, their economy has taken a little bit of a hit as well, and with Enigma Gaming moving on towards the B side this round, we can expect TFF to sort of get some more kills and try and do some damage in terms of the kills in this specific round.
Enigma Ghost is going on mayhem against TFF, although he's tagged a little bit low from the right face ability. Well, I think Rocky is getting all the job done. He's going to get himself a triple. Ghost immediately shutting down the last player alive. And there you go. And there you go. Go 4 rounds in the board for Enigma. Well, I sometimes do get into the tuny mode by seeing the gameplay of Enigma Gaming. They're doing a good job with that aggression though. And TFF, they've got 2 rounds, but I'm pretty sure the 2 rounds were the pretty intense one. I remember the last round where Alike, he was so close. I mean, he was down to 4 HP. And Ghost, he was so pissed off that round that he couldn't make the clutch happen.
That's true. TFF, with them getting themselves a full bite this round, I'm expecting them to, get that entry as well. And as soon as I say that, it's going to be RG to get that immediate entry. And unfortunately, Wexy is going to spot out that player. It's going to be Raw Fuel to get the frag on towards Artgun, whereas Wind definitely gets the frag on towards Batman. So the annoying player is out of the round with RG getting himself another one. That's going to be the battle of the Reynas right now. And the battle is going to be won out by the side of TFF's Reyna. Down to a 3 vs 3, and we've got Ghost on his ultimate. The Blade Storms have been activated, but unfortunately RG once again is actually putting up quite an incredible show right now in this specific round. As TFF, they're going to be very happy with the performance put up by RG. Not only did he get the entry, but he also made sure that as soon as that resurrection came in from the side of Enigma Gaming, RG has a lot of stuff to do in that specific round, and he's going to do that as well.
Yup. 3-4 and looks like TFF is very close to be getting this scores equalized along with Enigma Gaming. And talking about alike, well, 6 kills, 5 deaths is on top of the board as a Sentinel and Raw Fuel. He's already hit the double digits, 10 kills, 5 deaths and is getting the job for the team. And Enigma Gaming, it's going to be a hard B setup where I think Omen and the KJ, both of them are playing really aggressive as Ghost. He will be getting spotted out and will be getting taken down by Minato. A very beautiful crossbar setup has been initialized by Minato there, but he gets spotted out. Unfortunately, Raphael immediately trading out for his teammate. It's down to a 3 vs 4 situation. As the lockdown will be coming in through the hands of alike, they have to wait. Enigma Gaming, they really have to wait till TFF finishes their lockdown, but I don't think they're gonna wait. They're just gonna go ahead and frag for themselves. As the last one standing will be the Reyna, will be getting taken down, and Vexy, celebrating that little victory, that little, last kill. And here we are. 5 rounds for Enigma Gaming and 3 for TFF.
Yeah, it's gonna be 5-3 as Enigma Gaming. They're gonna put up the 6th as well. I guess TFF, they don't have the money, so it's gonna be nothing but the pistols for them. Let's take a look at the player cards coming in from both of these teams, especially the Renas, who are putting up quite a show here today. Rafuel from the side of Enigma Gaming is leading the charts right now, but RG, he's slowly catching up as well, man. I'm not gonna lie, the way the guy has been getting all of these entries and getting multi-kills each and every round, he's gonna soon, equalize things alongside Rafuel and maybe just maybe overtake him as well when it comes to the kills in the kill department. Rafuel, on the other hand, is going full ham. It's his birthday today, guys, and he's having a birthday bash as well by putting down all of these players from side of Team TFF down to sleep. So 6-3 as Enigma Gaming. As I said, quick 6th round of the board, and TFF finally had the money to go in for the buy. Unfortunately, TFF have not got themselves enough money to get the operator till now. But that is going to change this round, as they're going to finally have enough money to go in for that operator buy. And it's going to be Wind, interestingly, the Sage, getting his hands on the operator as well.
Well, let's have a look how good this operator can go, especially into the hands of Sage. Well, Sage, you ever wonder the life where it comes from? Where I guess TFF, they're going to go ahead and put up a really good aggressive defense setup over towards the B-bomb side, but I think Rafuel is just way too ahead, and there comes the deadly Viper's ultimate from the Batman. Is going to put the wall down, as well as the plant will be going down for Enigma Gaming, and Rafuel is just going to hit that W Gaming. On the other hand, like, he's going to take the Rafuel. The RG is going to get another kill on towards Hicka. Well, I think Batman is in a big trouble right now. He needs to stay inside his ultimate in order to make this round in the favor of Enigma Gaming. It's not a 1-2 situation. Well, this is a round which actually explains that if Wind picking up that operator is a good choice or not. But I definitely think it's not a good choice, and I have no idea how he dodged Vixie over there. 3-7 TFF, a very, very wrong choice of picking up that operator, especially into the hands of Sage. If it was someone like Jet, it would have been easy, but picking up that single duelist meta, I don't think it's actually working out for TFF, Nitish. The single duelist meta, it's not really working out, especially when it's a Reyna. You have a healer on your team. He could have picked up Jet or something that can be highly damaging, Raze and Phoenix. These three of them could have had, but Reyna without another duelist is just going to be a tougher one, especially on the defender side in Icebox.
Maybe TFF need to give it a little bit more time into getting these single duelists. Right now, it's definitely not going to work against teams like Enigma Gaming and all the other top tier teams in the country as well. So TFF, try and play the defaults, or maybe try and get a more better version out of the defaults as well that you guys play. Trying to get these strats out of all of these NAEU teams as well, with going for the single duelist composition and all, might just be a little too much, because you really have to have that composition, that synergy, and also you need to have that experience as well, right? The amount of experience that goes into these single duelist compositions out of all of these NAEU teams as well. The amount of time that they have stuck together as a unit and played quite a lot of matches together. That specific thing you won't see out of a lot of Indian teams as well. It's gonna take some time, but eventually you are gonna get there. So TFF, yeah, try and get a more modified version out of the defaults as well, where you can challenge teams like Enigma Gaming. But it's good to see you guys experimenting newer things, so we are all happy. Just try and make it work.
I think, whatever the 3 rounds TFF have got, it's because of their individual clutches coming out. They do have the fire power, they do have the individual potential to make it happen. All they need is to connect the dots from the team so that, they can actually make the fight happen. They can actually put up a better defense setup in a map like Icebox, and I think Rafuel, who, well, I speak of the devil and here he comes, takes down the entry on towards Wind. That is the healer getting taken down. We are in a 4 versus 5 position, as we know. Vexy, I think, is going in for a wider peak, as Alive will be getting that kill on Rafuel. A beautiful trade coming from Minato, gets another one out of Kist with the Guardian over there. Well, with 2 man down, Enigma Gaming, they might actually be falling down, but never mind, they're gonna get the spike planted down. As Minato, he might be going in for a wide pick. Vexi gets one. Vexi is down to really low HP. He should not be going in for the fight, as Elite is gonna put that lockdown onto the hands. As the ultimate will be coming in. RG gets around on towards Vexi, and here we are. Hika sneakily trying to take a peek as he gets one, but gets immediately traded by Minato. And Minato down to 15 HP. I don't think he'll get the defuse done. Instead, he will push into the B mains, and RG I think is already being spotted out. And there you go, Minato quickly closing it up for Badman. But I think there is no time left. Oh wait, never mind. There is actually time left for him to get the defuse done. There we are, Minato beautifully getting the crown in his favor. Fourth round and the first half has been ended in a positive note. Nitish, 8-4 is not a bad score. They can make a comeback happen in the attacker side.
Icebox is an attacker side of map, and I guess TFF, if they can just make their executes work, they should not have a problem getting some rounds against Enigma Gaming as well. Now the thing is, Enigma Gaming, right? Their defense is equally strong as well. So unless and until TFF have got some aces up their sleeves, they're gonna find it a little bit tough against Enigma Gaming as well. Let's take a quick look at both the Vipers coming in from TFF as well as Enigma Gaming as well. Badman with 8 kills versus Artgun with 3. Some of the guys in the chat were praising Artgun as well, but right now in terms of the frag department, he's kind of struggling. Maybe on the attack he might be able to put up some kills. Let's see if that happens or not. Badman on the other hand, with just his lineups has been getting quite a lot of kills as well. Minato is going to be teleporting on top of the boxes right here, on top of the containers, in order to get himself that positional advantage as well. And remember, like Icebox, that truly works out in your favor, but unfortunately, this time, Batman, he is going to be seeing that coming, and he's going to get that frag as well. Maybe he's going to aggressively go in and maybe get another frag. But Wind, on the other hand, is going to ding down Batman, is going to secure that kill as well. With Raw Fuel chiming in as well, it's going to be Vexy to find the frag on towards Wind, and all down to Mr. Like, 1 versus 4. This is a fragathon, guys. It's the Enigma Gaming. It looks like that they're going to be attacking on their defense as well.
Well, that's true though. As I said, they'll be attacking on the defense side as well. Enigma Gaming, look at Hika. He was going absolutely like, a war set to put up the wall. He stood on top of it, but unfortunately, he did get taken down by Alike over there. But he did pretty much good amount of damage for the last place standing for TFF. Well, I think Batman is going in for a very decent B-main setup from the Viper. And I think this time it is going to be a hard A push coming in from TFF. Look at that positioning. KJ is definitely gonna go up to the rafters where all the rest 4 players will be pushing down from the below. The Raw Fuel and Girls, both of them might be going in for an aggressive peak, but never mind, they're gonna fall back as Ghost gets 1, gets a double, gets a triple. That's a triple kill. As Minato is going to be the guy who will be receiving the kill on the Ghost. Well, I think there was a pretty quick and a close flawless round coming in from Enigma Gaming. 10-4. TFF, they're way far behind to beat Enigma Gaming at this point.
True that. 10-4 as Enigma Gaming on double digits, and I guess TFF their buy is going to be a lot better than Enigma Gaming this specific round. Now Enigma Gaming with a bunch of meme guns, I would say. They've got themselves an Ares, they've got themselves a Marshall as well. Now I call them the meme guns because they're particularly used in order to make some great content. But yeah, with Minato going ahead and getting himself that kill as well, it's truly amazing to see Minato playing Omen as well. It all is staged in such a way. Like, if you guys don't know Minato from Naruto, Naruto's father Minato, he has the teleportation jutsu as well, right? The guy actually teleports onto his places, and with Minato in the server playing Omen as well, it all sets perfectly. And the guy is actually doing quite a lot of work when it comes to the teleports and catching all of these players off guard as well, which actually Minato in the anime does as well. In a 3 vs 5 situation, we're going to be seeing Enigma Gaming with their meme guns, not able to put up the work against TFF. Artgun, he actually has got no idea that a couple of players from the side of Enigma Gaming are spread out across the kitchens as well as the orange boxes, along with the repair status spot as well. With the spike getting planted over towards the B side, it's going to be a 3 vs 4 retake. Minato coming in with a little bit of a backstab. Alright then, not bad. I gotta say that this guy is all over the place, and he means it as well.
Yeah.
Reka trying to put up some sort of a resistance, trying to do some sort of a damage as well. His wall might actually help him out, getting that diffuse in as well. But look at this, Batman is gonna get immediately wrecked and destroyed, and it's gonna be RG to put an end to Hikka and that operator play as well. So 10-5 as TFF. They're slowly but surely making sure that they are gonna put up the rounds against ENIGMA Gaming. But ENIGMA Gaming, not to forget, it was sort of a partial buy for them. Now it's gonna be a double operator setup. Interesting.
Double operator setup. Well, I definitely did see it coming through, but I think it's not gonna happen. Well, ENIGMA Gaming on the defense, they did a good job, but I think TFF, they're going in for more aggressive plays. As you said, you have given a lot of knowledge about Minato today, where it came from and what it means. And now my point of view on towards Omen, it has changed entirely. Well, I think it's going to be easy for the audience and you and for me to remember who is Minato. Like, you know, when you give the meaning of a, gamer, it actually gets stuck in your mind forever. It's like you've sculptured it in my brain now, and I can't forget Minato. Well, in both the cases, as I watch Naruto as well. As we come back, I think, wow, TFF, this time looks like they have not been getting any entry frag. As ENIGMA, they've completely, what can I say, they've completely blocked the vision for both of the bomb sites. Look at Ghost. He has blocked the vision for the attackers to at least get an entry peak, or what can I say, the intel. They've not even been getting intel. As ENIGMA Gaming, they already have Sova coming through, so I don't think there's nothing to worry about for them. As raw fuel, he'll be starting off guard, and I think the Ace site has already been conquered by TFF, but they'll be making their entry, and the spike will be going down as the RG is going to quickly go up to the nest, and maybe Cursed also will be coming simultaneously, but Minato is going to take down Cursed, which pretty much puts us in a 5 vs 2 situation, and I think this round is actually going in the favor of TFF as Batman with an operator. I'm not expecting crazy plays, but I'm definitely expecting from Batman to go for that save with that operator, because that really did not work for his team. And he has a wider game to play. He gets himself a frag, he's gonna immediately fall back. He has 79 HP left and the responsibility of saving the operator, fighting from 4 players over here. Look at it. He has to watch all the possible positions, but I don't think Alec is going to make that happen, as he takes down the last player, and there you go, TFF on the 6th round. And this might actually be the comeback against ENIGMA Gaming. What are your thoughts though?
That was a really good hunt coming in from TFF, I'm not gonna lie. The way they went ahead and got that operator out of the hands of Batman as well, that actually is gonna put a big dent in the economy from the side of ENIGMA Gaming. And TFF, interestingly, they have taken it to another level where it's Minato and RG controlling the game as well. Despite having a really good buy coming in from ENIGMA Gaming, the wall and the entire setup coming in from TFF is quite working out in their favor. Now, ENIGMA Gaming, they're gonna switch gears as well. They're gonna play a lot aggressive over towards the A mains, and we're gonna be seeing a light spotting out one of the players moving in over towards the A main position. That is gonna be raw fuel, by the way, the birthday boy, who's gonna take a lot of damage. Now he has to get a kill in order to get that heal in, or else he can actually go ahead and ask his brother Hikka to give him a heal. But if he does that, then I guess it's going to be a bit of a problem as well. All he can do is go ahead, get a kill, get that heal as well. And see, that is exactly what he's going to do. You're going to be seeing Hikka go ahead and take down Wind, whereas RG is once again controlling the pace as to how exactly ENIGMA Gaming are going to, rotate around this specific round as well. In a 3 vs 3 situation, ENIGMA Gaming, despite them going on for something like a half buy this round, I guess they have done a pretty good job when it comes to putting down the kills on the side of TFF as well. TFF, they're gonna struggle, and I guess they're gonna eventually move in over towards the B side as well.
I think TFF, as they make their way, I don't think it's going to be that easy for them, but Hikka has been picked off, so it's the last man standing, the Vex in a 1 vs 3 situation. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an easy one, but I think Artgun is gonna put that to Vexy, gets the last kill, 7th round on board for TFF. And looks like ENIGMA Gaming, they just have a 3-point lead. with TFF looking at their economy, looks like it can be a cakewalk for them. And look at Ghost picking up that operator. Now that's something I always wanted to see from Enigma Gaming, and them picking up the operator. It's going to be an interesting one to look out for. As TFF, they have a pretty good economy right now. They'll be going in for a full rifle buy with Vandals and Phantoms, as it's going to be an A setup coming through. And look at Batman, he's already way too early towards the B mains, as the Viper wall will be coming through. The call out has already been given, and there you go. He has already rotated all the way from the A kitchen to the A mains, I guess. And there you go. A little pixel shot, not happening, Enigma Ghost. I think it's not really his day today with that operator, or maybe he is having a good day. Well, we need to look after that. As Vexy is the only man right now who has his gun out, as Rafiol is going to get a kill, is going to use his dismiss, gets back to the screens, and on the other hand, Ghost gets another kill on towards win. But I think it's too late, as Ghost gets another one onto Minato, a double kill, and TFF left in a 2 versus 4 situation. I think this round is not going to go into the favor of TFF.
Yeah, TFF are going to struggle a little bit, but then again, don't forget the fact that that they have got themselves a little bit of an objective to finish off as well. They have to plant the spike, and if they're not going to be able to do that, then it's definitely going to be Enigma Gaming to put up that 11th on the board as well. With the kind of play Enigma Gaming brought up in this specific round, I guess TFF, the chances are pretty damn low for them to win this round, as you said, Elika. But at the same time, I'm just putting up some hopes for TFF. Maybe they're gonna be able to do something, because Alike has been putting up the kills as well on the kill board. He's got himself a double once again now, but unfortunately his brethren is gonna fall as well. And it's gonna be the 11th round of the board for Enigma Gaming. 11-7, Alika, as Enigma Gaming have got 3 ultimates ready now. Whereas from the side of TFF, it's gonna be 4. So 1 extra for TFF, and I guess Minato might actually be using up the From the Shadows, the ultimate, the teleport, in order to make his way behind Enigma Gaming, or come in with a little bit of a powerful Rasengan himself.
Yeah, that is true. And look at the player head to head. It was Reyna versus Reyna, and I think Raw Fuel is getting all the aggression done over here. And he actually tried to move down way to ahead, but I think RJ is gonna send him back to where he came from. That's the A-bomb side. 7-11 with the 4-point lead. I think Enigma Gaming, they're looking quite strong. And look at Batman, is already pushed the mid. He knows where exactly Wind is standing right now. He might get a kill, and there you go. Is Wind AFK? Is he gonna go for a kill? I don't know. But Batman, what did he do? Oh my god, that was a crazy bait coming in from Alike over there. He's gonna bait the Sage, gets a kill onto Batman, and Vexy immediately trading that kill on towards RG. As Vexy is tagged down to low HP, is gonna get immediately healed. As Rika is gonna get a kill onto Adgun, gets the resurrection done onto Raw Fuel. And there we are, a 2 versus 4 situation, and I think one of the players is being AFK in the mid, and still nobody has killed him.
One enemy
Alike is fighting, he gets himself a double as Vexy takes down Alike, and the last man is going to be Wind, the AFK one. It's so funny how the AFK guy gets to kill the last. And imagine how triggered Alike would be right now.
That's true. 12-7 is Enigma Gaming. They're going to be getting themselves on a match point now, and I guess TFF. See, I'm not going to lie, Alika. TFF, even if they go ahead and lose out this game, I'm going to be very proud of the performance that they put up as well. It is quite a feat to get 7 rounds against a team like Enigma Gaming, and Enigma Gaming, props to them as well, right? They quickly came to a conclusion that hey, the game is slipping out of our hands. Let's switch gears and quickly get the victory as well. From the side of TFF, individual plays being made by Minato, RG, and Alike have allowed them to get 7 rounds for themselves as well till now. Maybe they're going to be able to put up the 8th as well, you never know. Enigma Gaming, they're constantly switching things up as well. So the last round you saw Batman pushing out towards the B mains. It was a good decision coming in from him actually. That's what most of the professionals are going to do as well. It's called something like trigger discipline, and you wait for someone else instead of the AFK player. But yeah, unfortunately, it did not work out in the favor of Batman. It was a little bit of a lull moment for him as well.
I mean, he knew that Wind was AFK, was looking on the other side, but I think Ella caught him pretty much off guard. As I think the pick was, it should be getting restored many times soon. As I think Sage is back in the action. As we can see, Wind has come back from the attackers, and I think it's going to be a difficult decision for TFF. If they lose this, of course, they'll be out of the qualifier number 2. But looking ahead, they might be having a wider perspective onto the qualifier number 3. They will be getting to learn a lot of things. And here we are, the Sage versus the Sage. We have Heka with 13 kills and Wind with 11 kills. So that's actually quite a close score from Wind to Heka. And I think Wind, it shouldn't be taking him more than 2 kills to equalize his position with Heka, or maybe beat Heka. As we resume the timer, we go down to the most important round. That's a match point for Enigma Gaming. As we can see, the players have already been spotted out, and Batman is going to use his deadly ult towards the B-bomb side. So we already know for a fact that hitting the B-bomb side would be a difficult factor for TFF, but I think RG is making the difference through the mid. He gets an entry on towards Heka, and now it's going to be the Jet, the first with an operator. I don't think it's going to get the job done, as Minato gets another one onto raw fuel. Wow, 2-man down from Enigma Gaming. Actually, 3. It's going to be an easy round for TFF if I'm not wrong, as Ghost gets a kill on towards the alike. And here we are in a 4 versus 2 situation. Enigma Gaming, who Ghost is tagged down to 45 HP.
Yeah, 2 versus 4 situation with TFF moving it over towards the A side and planting that spike as well, releasing a Batman coming in with a backstab, and the guy is gonna actually find the frag on towards Wind. It's gonna be not a Ghost. He has to save that operator. There's no freaking way that he goes ahead for the retake now. 1 versus 3, not gonna happen. Best case scenario, save up that operator, carry it forward to the next round, and try and put up the win in the next round. They can eke out a buy for sure, if I'm not wrong. Ghost can actually drop in as well. Drop in that operator to someone else once he gets his blades ready. All he has to do is go ahead and get that orb over towards the A mains, or maybe over towards the B mains as well. He just has to have a backup in the form of one of his teammates. Right now, I guess TFF know for a fact that, wow, Ghost? Really? Why would he go in for a peek like that? I mean, he's just having a bad day, guys. Let's not stress on that enough, but again, he should have just played it out a little bit safe. But at the same time, Enigma Gaming, their economy has taken a big hit, and they have to go in for an eco for sure. There's no freaking way that they go in for a buy this round.
Yep.
Because if they do that, then it's going to be TFF to get on towards double digits as well.
And here we are, the top fracas head-to-head play cards are on the screen, so which is going to be Raw Fuel versus Alike and Alike with the Sentinel. He's just killing it with 20 kills to his name, whereas Raw Fuel is starting down with 19 kills. Well, the birthday boy definitely deserves the MVP, so has to fight in order to get it. Ghost is going to pick up the Blade Storm out of his hands, as Raw Fuel will be picking up a Spectre. They have gone for a half buy, I would say, a force buy. They're looking for TFF to, walk down to the crosses as Enigma Gaming. Batman will be picking up that Marshall. He might be getting a crisp headshot on towards the RG, but only if RG walks into his crosshair, and I guess Batman has decided to fall back, and Vexy with the Sheriff, he might be getting the job done. As you know, Batman is gonna put up a martial headshot on towards RG, and there you go, they might be going in for another one, but Batman, he's been tagged down to low HP as Vexy gets the trade. It's still TFF on a man disadvantage, and I think GG well played. It's going to be Enigma Gaming. Well, maybe I spoke too early, as Wind is gonna get a kill on towards Raphael. He still has that resurrection in his hand. He can get a res, and he can get the job done for his team. It's a 2v4, as we know that it's Viper alive, and with the Viper lineups, you can do the wonders. You can actually defend the bomb from getting defused. A counter one? No, that's not happening.
Not happening for sure. 2 versus 2, and I guess Enigma Gaming, they've got both their star players left out as well. From the side of TFF, the same can be said for them as well. But look at the Viper's utilities being used as well on towards the spike, right? With Vexy getting taken down, it's going to be down to Ghost, and Ghost hasn't been feeling it, guys. So there's no freaking way that Enigma Gaming are going to be able to get themselves this round. But oh! The half defuse was done, remember? And if Ghost would have been able to stick that defuse for a second or two more, he would have actually got himself that victory as well. But unfortunately, Wind, he's just too fast, and He's gonna stay true to his name as well.
And here we are, 9th round on board for TFF, which actually gives me the hopes of getting that, overtime on board against Enigma Gaming. But all Enigma Gaming needs is just one more round, and after that, after this force by round, they have the full economy in the hands. They have all the big guns out, the rifles and the phantoms coming into the hands, and it might be a quick push coming in from TFF as the turret has already been taken down. Batman is going to go ahead. He'll be walking towards B main, and Wendy gets tagged down to 20 HP, and Raw Fuel on the other hand gets an entry on towards Art Gun, which is one player down already. But Wendy still has the resurrection into her hand, so it can be an easy one for her. She might be going in for the resurrect as she has an operator in her hand, which he can actually pretty much put to a good use as Enigma Raw Fuel is going to take down the RG. Batman takes down a like, and there you go. Wind coming in the right point is going to take the Raw Fuel, and you've got Ghost, and there you go. The plan coming in from Batman. It's going to take down the last man alive. With the resurrection going to the waist, and Enigma Gaming moving forward to the round of 16. Here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, Enigma Gaming beautifully winning out that match against TFF. Although, good job by TFF.
Through that, and I guess Enigma Gaming are going to be very happy with the performance they put up as well. In my opinion, the birthday boy, he really put up quite a performance in order to get that victory as well. He's actually the reason they went ahead and got that 13th round of the board as well. So not a bad one, guys. 13-9 is a decent score, and in my opinion, TFF they put up a massive performance as well against a team like Enigma Gaming. TFF, I did not expect them to eke out 9 rounds against Enigma Gaming, because Enigma Gaming, as I said, they might be feeling it today. Tons and tons of reasons for them to celebrate as well, but at the same time, TFF, hats off to you guys, man. 9 rounds against Enigma Gaming, and your Killjoy actually got himself 21 kills and was the match MVP of that specific match as well. But yeah, that is going to be decided as well, right? When the MVP scorecard comes up. Right now, the normal scorecard, where we're going to be seeing a like at the top of the table with 21 kills, with an econ rating on 98, 2 first bloods. Interestingly, him being a Sentinel, has got himself 2 first bloods as well. What exactly is their Reyna looking like? Actually, yeah, the same, 2 first bloods. So most of the players from side of TFF have got themselves 2 first bloods. Everyone has put up their work as well. Look at Ghost with 6 first bloods. Oof.
Is a man that we have to be, we have to speak about, because Ghost being a Jet, we know what Jet means. Jet means the aggression, and Jet pretty much gets the job done on the entry towards the bomb site. And I think Ghost was one of the best players we've seen in the Jet coming in from Enigma Gaming so far. So Enigma Gaming, that was a really good game, and Ghost being the recent addition. And I think Ghost is one of the youngest players in Enigma Gaming. Recently I heard in a podcast, Anti talking about his switch towards the other roles. He has spoken that, if you give the role of realist to the youngest players, they are very crazy about it. They are fearless, and they are so fierce. All they care about is getting that entry. So I think Ghost has pretty much got the job done. And, well, appreciation to you, man. As we can actually move down to the MVP. Well, we pretty much know that Like is going to be the match MVP. And it's going to be Ghost from the side of Enigma Gaming, who will be carrying away the MVP for his team.
Yep, Ghost from the side of Enigma Gaming is going to be getting that MVP with 1.4 KD up his sleeves. 271 ACS, 20 kills, not a bad one. Talking about bad, we got Mr. Badman, who's going to be leading the charts as well with 16 kills, right? Being a Viper, he has got double the kills than Artgun from the side of TFF as well. So that's an interesting stat to bring up on as well. He's got double the kills than Artgun from the side of TFF. Raw Fuel actually was the better Reyna in this specific match, in my opinion, with 21 kills, right? Not only in terms of the kills, but
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, RG did get these entries, but at the same time, he was not able to capitalize on top of these entries as well. The same can be said for Minato, but Minato did put up an interesting performance, by the way. So I really don't have any sorts of complaints in that matter. I like actually being a Sentinel, right? 21 kills, 1.3 KD, 297 ACS. He's got the highest number of ACS in that specific match. So props to him as well for becoming the overall match MVP as well. But with that said and done, I guess we are pretty much done with match number 2 as well. We are also goddamn excited for match number 3 because it's gonna be a very, very close one. I hope you guys are ready for this one, because trust me, if you guys are not, then I don't know what you guys are doing. So go ahead, grab yourselves a can of hell energy drink as well, because this one is going to require a lot of energy to analyze and to break down as well. So you guys are in for a lot of action. In the meantime, well, we are going to be throwing it off to a break as well. You guys can download the Josh app, enjoy some content with that as well. You guys can check us casters out on our social media handles. It's going to be @officialassassin47 for me. On Instagram, it's going to be @TanviJasmineFTW for her on Instagram. So check us out, support us in our journey as well. Follow our sponsors, Hell Energy Drink and Josh app on their socials. Follow Esports on social media handles. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification icon as well if you haven't done so already. And we're going to be seeing you guys after a short break. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned. Be right back.
होश ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा। ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Esports' Esportz Premier Series brought to you by Josh App and Hell Energy Drink. I'm your Cost Assassin FORCEONE. Joining me on the desk is ever beautiful Elika FTW as well. And we are all set and ready to dive in towards a match that was particularly, what we as casters were looking forward to. And I guess a lot of you viewers have been looking forward to this specific match as well. It's going to be JMUD's Esports versus FORCEONE Esports. Two of the teams who are gonna, battle it out for that spot as well in round of 16. Now, Elika, if you don't know, JMUDs have been making some waves as well in the scene. I'm pretty sure that you know as well. You've been noticing some tournaments in the country. So JMUDs, they have definitely been putting up a very, very impressive performance. And FORCEONE Esports, they though already are the Titans. But currently they are not actually having the best of the times as well. They're having a rough week. They're having a rough couple of days as well. Unfortunately, that all is gonna be taken away as well. And in my opinion, FORCEONE Esports, they're gonna have a good time against JMUD's Esports. JMUD's Esports, actually some of the very old ex-professional CS players are playing as well. So I would pretty much love to see what exactly they're going to bring on the board as well. The last time we saw JMUD's Esports, they finished off 13 to a single digits against a different team. I'm not really sure which team was that. I guess it was Salty. Not sure. But anyways, that stat I'm gonna bring it to you at the end of this specific game, so don't worry. You guys are gonna get that stat as well. But Elika, what are you expecting out of this specific match? Sorry for the long monologue.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, you did actually speak the truth out that FORCEONE Esports is actually one of the most waiting matches for me, at least because after RVK stepping up for FORCEONE Esports and him being one of the youngest and one of the aggressive players of the team, I really like him as a Cypher. I think he pretty much depicts the ideal Cypher. And talking about Demons, I have heard a lot about them, but I haven't seen them play. I've seen them in a lot of scrim lobbies. I've seen them playing against. They came against me in a lot of competitive matches. Of course, I lost against them, but I guess they play really well. And about them being the new hot topic in the current esports scene, especially in Valorant, I'm looking forward to what these guys have got. Let's see if they can caught my eye or not, because my eyes are always on FORCEONE Esports. So they have been making their way all the way from CS to Valorant, and I'm expecting that they keep maintaining the same momentum over here. As we move down, it's going to be the map of Haven, the last map of the day, and the favorite map of Nitish, of course. As we can see, we have a Dawat, Storm, Sam, Monster, and who is that? Oh, it's actually Monster coming in from JMUDs, and we have FORCEONE Esports. As we can see, Scargod is going to go ahead and pick up the Astra, which is actually... I didn't expect Scargod would pick up Astra. Well, I remember that one player, the ideal Astra for me was Blackhawk. I could see him everywhere. Even in my dreams, if there is someone picking up Astra, that would be Blackhawk. It was like an ideal agent. He got married to Astra, and now he has to only pick up Astra, no matter what.
Yeah. It's quite funny as well that he has gone ahead and sneaked into your dreams as well, becoming a nightmare. But Scargod actually is a pretty sweet guy, if I'm not wrong. So he's not that scary to come into nightmares. But yeah, his plays are definitely scary, and I guess with the way Scargod has made the transition as well, right? From an Omen to an Astra. I'm not gonna lie, it takes some guts and takes a lot of patience as well, to make these astral plays. Because not only do you have to place the stars and pick them up constantly, you have to also concentrate on the fragging department as well. So yeah, let's kickstart this match off, Elika. FORCEONE Esports on the attack side, JMUDs on the defense. It's gonna be an interesting pistol round, so why don't you take it over?
Yeah, definitely. Rafa coming back to the action after a really long time. Now, show me what you've got, Rafa. And I think he's already tagged down to half the HP. He'll be getting healed quickly. And look at RVK is going in for a flank over here. He might be getting that entry pick for the team, as Sam is going to be the first one. Will be heading contact with RVK. But RVK opening up the cam in the midway, not really something I would suggest. But I think Storm and Emo, both of them are holding off at the A-bomb side. And I think it's going to be Scargod making a lot of noise over towards the long. Yep, he is making a lot of, way towards Yearlong, as it's actually a fake, as Sam gets a kill onto
Spike
RVK
down,
and meter trade coming through. Monster gets another one onto Rafa. Rafa unfortunately getting taken down. Now this is going to be something very difficult for FORCEONE Esports. As FORCEONE Esports, it's a 2 versus 4 situation for them, and the start, I think it's not at all going in the favor, Nitish. They started off with the attackers. Attackers is actually one of the best sides to begin with in a map like Haven. And I think Knight Rider, he actually might be getting the job done for his team. He gets headshot onto its raise, Mo. And Shivi's got to take down a but maybe another player. We can put it down to a 2v2 situation, as the spike will be going down towards the bomb side. And Shivi with the patient, beautiful spray coming on towards the Cypher. From a 2v4 situation to 1v2, what do you think is going to happen? Jame's Jet, that is Storm, is already tagged down to 70 HP, and the post-plant pieces has been made perfectly by FORCEONE Esports and Jame's.
Yeah, he's got himself that half defuse done as well. All he has to do is just prop in one more smoke and actually try and stick the defuse. And oh, he might just be able to make it. He just has to go ahead and get the frag on towards Shivi as well. And Shivi, from quite some time, he has not been feeling too well, right? And I guess this might just be the moment where Storm can actually put up the clutch as well for the team. All he has to do is just go ahead and stick the defuse. But is there enough time? There is. It's going to be JAN-DEC supposed to put up their first round of the board. And what a way to win the pistol round. Ladies and gentlemen, Storm at a 1 versus 2 clutch, and FORCEONE Esports unfortunately are not going to be able to capitalize on top of that man advantage that they had.
Yes, I mean, a 1 versus 2 going into the favor of JAMED's Esports. I mean, FORCEONE Esports, they brought it down from a 4v2 towards a 2v1, and they unfortunately couldn't make it. And I guess this will be a lesson learned for FORCEONE Esports. They started off with the attackers. They had the advantage, but it was not really into the hands, as JAMED's. They will be taking the lead away from the pistol, as they'll be going in for a force buy on towards Spectres. And look at FORCEONE Esports. Everybody has bought some real good sheriffs. We have an Iron Sheriff coming through the way of Yearlongs. And I think Knight Rider is going to put that immediate delete button onto the face of Storm. And now that Storm has been deleted, ScarGod is standing really close. And I think he's already given away the sound onto its Omen. ScarGod will be moving back slowly, step by step. Rafa is going to be the one who might be spotting out Omen. Rafa with the Sheriff. Can he get the job down is the question over there. And there he goes. ScarGod, before the man even gets down, he's going to go for the trade as Rafa and his teammate. Everybody's alive. The force buy down for FORCEONE Esports. And there you go. With a triple kill from FORCEONE Esports, it's going to be a 2 versus 3 situation where Shivi is going to pretty much take down the monster, putting it down to 1 versus 3. And there you go. RVK with the Sheriff tap. The force round is going back into the favor for FORCEONE Esports. I mean, that was quite a comeback from FORCEONE Esports. They immediately answered Jame's back.
They did, and I'm telling you, right, FORCEONE Esports, most of these players are actually pistol gods, and the way they play with their upgraded pistols, it's quite interesting. FORCEONE Esports, the way Knight Rider got that entry as well, it completely turned around the outcome of the specific of that specific round. Actually, not this specific round. I'm kind of trying to predict the future as well. My bad. JAMED's Esports is going to be them to kind of return the favor, but let's see if they're going to be able to do that or not. Not all the players are going to be on the sheriffs this round for JAMED's. A couple of them are going to be on the classics. So let's see what exactly is going to happen for JAMED's Esports. Interestingly, their Jet, right, Storm, is going to be on the Blade Storms. So let's see if he's going to be able to put up a kill or two or not. The same can be said for Knight Rider as well, but Knight Rider hasn't pulled out the Blade Storms yet. He doesn't have to. FORCEONE Esports have got themselves a pretty good buy, and with JAMED's Esports, they're already losing out a player in this specific round, and FORCEONE Esports getting the control over towards the seaside. We're going to be seeing JAMED's Esports losing out this specific round, most probably against FORCEONE Esports.
Maybe, but JAMED's, they've already got one player down from FORCEONE Esports. The chance is still alive for them. A small ray of hope for them. Well, I think the spike will be making their way towards the C-bomb side, and ScarGod is going to get that plan done. As Rafa is the one who has been picked off very early. Emo and Monster, both of them are in the garage right now, where all the eyes are set inside the garage. ScarGod has blocked out the vision on towards garage, putting up that smoke. It's a 3v4 situation. It's a doable choice if you ask me. Or else they can go ahead and pick up a gun and save it as well. There are few options right now. But being an eco round, they definitely have to go for a hard try. A 2 versus 4 situation. RVK takes down Sam. And now it's the last man standing. That is the race with absolutely no hopes left. The emo is going to be spraying very randomly. It's going to take down Shivi as Cargod is going to quickly put an end to Mo. Second round on board for FORCEONE Esports. Pretty impressive, guys. You guys are doing a good job. As JMUTs, they went for an eco in the previous round, so they might actually be going in for a full buy right now. As FORCEONE Esports RVK, I think he'll be pretty much sticking up towards the Spectre instead of actually upgrading.
Yeah, most of the players from start of FORCEONE Esports are not going to go in for that upgrade as well. This is going to play it out as a bonus, as is the tradition. From the start of JMUTs Esports, actually, we're going to be seeing the operator pulled out into the hands of Storm. So I'm very excited to see what exactly Storm is going to be doing. Storm is actually holding on over towards the A-shot position with that operator. So let's see if he's going to be able to find a frag or not. And not the best of the angles to be playing with the operator as well, but at the same time, see, that is exactly what I was talking about. See, he did get the frag, but what if there was someone to trade off Storm and he's not able to get that dash, as he almost failed up the dash as well, right? So not the best of the angles to be playing with the operator, but then again, if you can nail the movements, all well and good. This time, it was Storm to go ahead and get that frag, make his way out of that position without dealing with any sorts of damage whatsoever. FORCEONE Esports already losing out on a player, man, and that's unfortunate. With them, and now moving it over towards the seaside, it's going to be time for Monster to activate himself and Mr. Sam to be playing inside of that smoke as well. Monster's got himself another one, not a bad one. Monster, he might be able to get himself another, but Sam, inside of that smoke, is going to be finding Scargod, his nemesis. And that's going to be JMUTs Esports to have a flawless round this round.
Well, that was a beautiful round coming in from JMUTs. As FORCEONE Esports, looks like their aggression is also coming out to work really well. And FORCEONE Esports with their Phoenix, they are making the difference happen. Well, Rafa is back in the action. I think the everybody loves Rafa and his gameplay. As we can see, let's just have a look at the entry fragger head-to-head cards. It's Storm versus Knight Rider, where Storm is actually leading the charts with 5 kills. And Knight Rider with 4 kills, but still has to make up for his gameplay. Well, it's only 4 rounds have happened, guys. So there is a lot of time left. As Storm, he has picked up that operator and is making quite the match. In the previous round, he got an entry frag, and I think it's got to be Knight Rider who will be just standing on the right side. He might actually know where exactly Storm is standing down right now. And if Knight Rider gets this pick on towards Storm, it's going to be all crazy. As Storm, he definitely does not have any idea that Knight Rider is actually sitting just behind him, as Knight Rider gets a kill onto Emo and can be another kill onto its Storm, but I think he's immediately dashed back. And here we are, one man already down from JMUTs 2-2 with 55 seconds left on the clock. Knight Rider will be moving ahead on towards the A mains, where Adawat will be holding off at the heaven, and he's going to make the difference happen as he takes down Knight Rider. The revenge has been taken. One player has been down from both of the teams. It's a 4 versus 4 situation where I think the Spike is going to go ahead and go into the garage, where 3 players are blindly pushing down to the garage, and they might not be able to spot out Sam over here. And Sam, can he get the job done? Yes, he can. He gets himself a double and maybe a triple on the way. But Monster, on the other hand, is going to go ahead sneakily, takes down the last 2 players, and here we are. An advantage already going into the favor of JMUTs. 3 rounds for them, and FORCEONE Esports still struggling in the attacker side on the map of Haven.
JMUTs Esports, their hold over to the seaside looks solid. FORCEONE Esports should actually try, opening some avenues over towards B or A. In my opinion, FORCEONE Esports are just, showing some presence over towards A, and then they're eventually making their way over towards the seaside. Now that is, I'm not going to say it's wrong, but at the same time, it's readable from the side of JMUTs Esports as well, and JMUTs Esports are no joke, especially Monster with that strong hold over towards the seaside as well. Look at RVK, what is he thinking? He's just gonna jump straight into the process of Storm, and FORCEONE Esports, they're gonna have to make do with whatever they have this round. I guess Monster, once again, from the ceilings is gonna take care of Scargod, trying to move into his B side. Knight Rider with his Blade Storms out, he's gonna try and move in over towards the C windows. And I guess Monster knows about that as well. He did hear out some footsteps. It's gonna be Rafa to use up the curveball, get that frag on towards a Dawat, and Shivi taking down Storm means that FORCEONE Esports are going to neutralize the man advantage for JMUD's Esports. And in a 3 vs 3 situation, we're going to be seeing the ultimate popped up by Rafa as well. That ultimate is going to allow him to gain information. And Shivi, I guess, might not expect Monster to be playing towards the garage position as well. So let's see how exactly this round is going to pan out. Alika, 40 seconds, and JMUD's Esports, they know for a fact that FORCEONE Esports have got control over towards the B side, and they're eventually moving in over towards C as well.
Well, I think they could have got the bomb planted down the B bomb side, but they choose to go down to the C bomb side, which is actually not a good choice over there, and it's down to a 1 vs 3 situation with no hopes left on towards Knight Rider, as it's going to be 4th round on board for JMUD. So I don't know what happened over there. Knight Rider got a beautiful entry towards the B bomb side. The spike could have gone at the B bomb side, while the retake could have been easy, and Rafa using his ultimate very early in the round before the spike even got planted. I think that's one of the reasons why this round was lost. And Rafa coming back after a recovery, he's still trying to get adapted to the game. Right now he's sitting on 1 kill, which means he has to really up for his game, and he has to play for the team. As FORCEONE Esports, at this point, they're actually getting dominated by JMUDs. And JMUDs, as I said, Nitish, they are new in the scene. They are the hot topic that everybody is talking about in the Valorant. And I think JMUDs are making it happen once again. FORCEONE Esports, they need 2 rounds to get the scores equalized. And looks like they have a tough competition over here. If they want to make it to the round of 16, they have to beat JMUDs no matter what.
Yeah, we're going to be quickly having a look at the player cards coming in from both the Sentinels, both the beautiful ciphers coming in from JMUDs as well as FORCEONE Esports, by the way. Right now, Monster, he is definitely, standing true to his name as well. Being a monster on the server, getting himself 8 kills, leading the charts against RVK, who is sitting at 3 kills and 4 deaths. Monster, I really want to know if this is the same Monster who used to be, best buddies with Anuj, that is Amaterasu. I'm not sure. I'll definitely ask Adawat, by the way. I'll drop him a text. I actually forgot. I was about to ask him before, a couple of days before when me and JMUDs were having a little bit of a chit chat as well. I actually forgot to ask Monster if that's the exact same Monster or not. That Monster used to play CS with Amaterasu, and they used to be quite the deadly duo, as Alika would put it.
Yeah. Well, as we move down towards an interesting round, let's see, 7th round actually coming on board, as Storm is going to get spotted out, and there you go, Knight Rider immediately deleting Storm off the server. Oh man, how dare you even speaking me after getting tagged by the SOAS. Oh well, I think he deserved that punishment. As Scargod, he's stuck in the cubby at the moment. He cannot walk out, as Sam has picked up the operator and is looking towards the long. And Knight Rider, if he's going in for a white pick, it can actually be a good job over there. As JMUD's already down to 4 man, it might be a C setup coming through Scargod. All he needs is smokes and the pulling abilities at the right time, as Sam will be pulling out his operator and putting down smokes at the B-bomb side, as a recon will be coming in from Shivi. Here we are. The site has been cleared down. Absolutely no sign of any defenders in the C-bomb side, as Rafa is going to be the entry for his team. He's going pretty much onto his C-bomb side, as the spike will be going down, as Undisputed will be activated by Shivi. He tags down Adawa to a low HP, and he also spots out the Sam. The spike went down. It's a 2 vs 5 situation, and I think FORCEONE Esports, they might be able to, put up a flawless round against JMUDs. After all this timeout, I think it's actually working out for FORCEONE Esports, if I'm not wrong.
Through that, JMUD's Esports, their best option would be to go ahead for the save. Try and do some damage. If it's not possible, then go ahead for the save as well. That operator is definitely going to help them out moving forward. And Storm is doing a pretty good job on that operator as well. So the best option for them would be the save of that operator. FORCEONE Esports, they're definitely going to be on the hunt. But yeah, it's going to be that beautiful crossfire setup as well, being put up by Emo as well as Sam. I'm going to be watching each other's backs, and maybe is going to be able to eliminate all of these hunters from the side of FORCEONE Esports. Luckily, it was just RVK to come in for the hunt. And And that hunt
wait,
has,
Jaymans have a.
yeah, they do have a buy.
They have they can buy. They have an advantage on the economy. I
Yeah,
don't know
they
why
do have a
they
buy.
still went for a save.
Yeah. So
I
they'll
was
so
surprised.
they'll
I was
definitely
also
go in for the.
thinking.
No. So they'll definitely go in for the save, right, Alika? So the thing is that they do have the economy to bring out the guns, but to be honest, JMuds in a 2 versus 4 situation, if they go ahead and let FORCEONE Esports win out that specific, win out that specific round by taking down all of the players from the side of JMuds Esports, it's going to in turn, benefit FORCEONE Esports in building up their economy as well, right? In the end, FORCEONE Esports, it's very important for them to take that operator from the hands of all of these players from the side of JMuds Esports and put down their economy as well. But JMuds Esports, on the other hand, if they can keep their economy stable, and if they can keep up the work as well in terms of the fragging department, they are gonna have a good time on their defense, and that is exactly what is happening right now as well. If you notice, right, all of these skills coming in for the players from Sarah JMuds Esports, it's because of the fact that they have got themselves a better economy and they've got themselves that advantage as well against FORCEONE Esports. A 2 versus 4 situation, FORCEONE Esports, they're gonna be finding themselves in a position where Sam and Emo were the previous round. So FORCEONE Esports, their best bet would be to go in for some sort of a save, but unfortunately they've stuck themselves too deep in the well where they are not going to be able to come out.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
and I think Knight Rider is stuck between a lot of enemies over here in a 1 versus 4 situation. Well, Storm will be putting that operator towards long, and it's going to be Knight Rider through the garage. I think he's going in for the save. And of course, he has to go for the save. He has got like 15 seconds left, and the spike is actually dropped outside the A-longs. Nobody's actually loading off at the outside the A-longs. Well, Knight Rider, he managed to get a kill on towards Jaymud's Emo, and it's going to be the Jet. The Storm straightly walking into the crosses of Knight Rider, but it's going to be Adawat coming in for a very good backup. Takes him down, and there we have 5th round on board for JMuds Esports, and I think JMuds back in the action, looking quite stronger than they were before. But FORCEONE Esports, as you said, they were not having the best days possible, but I'm pretty sure that they'll be able to make that comeback happen and put up a good fight against JMuds.
That is true for sure. FORCEONE Esports, as I said, they are having a rough week. They're having a rough couple of days as well, but at the same time, they do have a lot of potential, and they should pretty much be able to win out this match against JMuds Esports as well. But at the same time, JMuds Esports are equally a better team. So as we discussed in the pre-game analysis as well as the start of the day as well, right? FORCEONE Esports and JMuds Esports. This is going to be a match that might go the distance, and it might just go into an overtime as well. But judging from the way things are going right now for JMuds Esports, it is actually going to be Sam to be teleporting left, right, and center and finding all of these players off guard from the side of FORCEONE Esports. And I can't believe my eyes right now. FORCEONE Esports, they're not able to capitalize on top of whatever split plays they're making as well. And look at this Storm through the smoke is going to be finding the frag on towards Shivy, and it's going to be JMuds Esports to get on to 6 on the board. I mean, 6-3, JMuds Esports on the defense looking so goddamn comfortable. What exactly are they gonna do on their attack? Because trust me, guys, Haven is an attack at a map, and FORCEONE Esports are struggling.
They're definitely struggling right now as JMuds. I mean, they pretty much kept the round so low, so beautiful that Sam, he executed just 3 insane kills. Very patient, only headshots with the Vandals. I think that was quite impressive as we move down to the next round. Looks like Storm is going to be getting spotted outside the A-longs, and I think Knight Rider with the Blade-Storms, he might be getting the job done. And Scarguard is going to be holding a Sheriff in his hand, and it's an eco round coming in from FORCEONE Esports, and they'll be going in for upgraded pistols or something. As JMuds Adawat, he's holding off the B-bomb side. He might be the first one to have a contact with RVK. There he goes, spots out RVK, puts down a beautiful headshot, and there comes Chibi and Rafa for the backup. And I think Adawat, he knows where exactly these both players are standing down. With the recon, he can get the job done, but I don't think he's he's willing to move. And there you go. Knight Rider is gonna get shut down by Sam, holding off the C-bomb side all by himself, gets himself a double. Another last man starting is Shivi. The Sova absolutely has no info. and no teammates left, only with the Sheriff and a 5 bullets with the Spike. I think he'll be going back and looking, is there anyone in the mid where I can find a frag? And unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen as Tom is going for a quick scope, takes him down. 7th round on board for JMUDs. Oh my god, Nitish. This is one of the unexpected matches right now. What do you think is going wrong for FORCEONE Esports? I mean, they are known for their synergy and coordination, and at this point, it's not at all working for them.
Now the thing is that FORCEONE Esports have been concentrating a lot on their C side, right? And their C side execute is, I don't know, not working out in their favor because of the stronghold coming in from JMUD's Esports as well. Now JMUD's Esports, they themselves are quite good when it comes to these engagements, right? These one-on-one duels that they're winning every single time. And not gonna lie, Storm is actually putting up quite a performance with that operator, and every single round is JMUD's Esports winning off that entry peak as well. And with these entry frags going into the favor of JMUD's Esports, it puts FORCEONE Esports in a position where their duelists are not only losing their lives, but at the same time, that disadvantage is putting them in a position where they're not going to be able to capitalize on top of these massive plays that they're making over towards the C side as well. Because these individual brilliant plays being made by Adawat, Sam, and actually Monster over towards the C side as well, right? These strong hold coming in from them as well over towards the C side is actually working out in their favor in such a way that FORCEONE Esports, it looks like that they are a lot disjointed and they're not able to get these trades or anything. Like nothing's going on in their favor.
Yeah. As we can see, that was pretty much it almost came to an end for the first half, as it's going to be the last round of FORCEONE Esports. They'll be going in for a full buy. Shivi will be picking up that Spectre up, and we have 3 Phantoms and a Vandal coming in for FORCEONE Esports. And if FORCEONE Esports does not get this round, it's going to be quite difficult for them to move ahead in the map of Haven and in the tournament as well, in the Esportz Premier Series Qualifier number 2, powered by Joshap and presented to you by Hell Energy Drink. Well, जोश में तो आ गया JMUDs, but I think होश में आना चाहिए FORCEONE को as they get themselves a double against FORCEONE Esports. It's going to be the last player standing from JMUDs, and Knight Rider, he's got the beautiful Iron Phantom towards the CT as the Cosmic Divide will be coming through. Scargot has been already taken off, and I think with the 4v2 situation, JMUDs might be able to clutch this round or might not be able to. But unfortunately gets spotted out, and RBK giving out an immediate headshot. It's all down to Adawat, gets himself a single, but could not do anything more than that, as Shivi will be shutting Adawat down. 8-4, a beautiful first half coming in from FORCEONE Esports and JMRs.
Through that, FORCEONE Esports, that specific thing that they did the last round, right? Should have come in a lot earlier, in my opinion. FORCEONE Esports, this was exactly what I broke down for you guys as well, right? FORCEONE Esports, all they had to do is show aggression over towards a different side other than the C side, because their C execute might not work out. They've got a stronghold over towards C, and their split approach isn't working out over towards the C side as well. The garage push isn't working out. Monster with an amazing hold with all of the traps and stuff as well. So all they had to do was concentrate a little bit more over towards the A side, or even over towards the B side as well. Now FORCEONE Esports, they did that. That aggression came in over towards the A side, and they were able to put up that 4th round of the board. Now if they can just try and keep up with that aggression, that exact same energy as well on their defense, maybe they're gonna be able to make a comeback against JMUD's Esports. But JMUD's Esports, on the other hand, don't forget, have got themselves some really good fraggers as well. So in terms of the fragging department, I don't think so JMUD's Esports should have any sorts of issues whatsoever. They do have some really good aimers, and FORCEONE Esports, it's actually them who are at a disadvantage. And look at this, Emo is going to be firing the frag on towards Shivi. It's going to be Shivi to be stuck in a specific corner. It's going to be like, man, where am I supposed to go? I'm sandwiched here. Someone help me take out the boom bot and do something for me.
Well, I think FORCEONE Esports, after losing a man, I don't think they'll be really in a good way. As JMUD's Storm, I think he's already in his way towards Yearlong, and RVK going in for a flank upon his enemies. Knight Rider gets 1, Storm gets 1, Monster immediately trades off towards Raflala, as in a 4vs2 situation. The spike might actually be going down for FORCEONE Esports. Cargo gets 1, RVK gets 1, and here we are. FORCEONE Esports, after getting after the spike has already been planted by JMUT, so it's going to be FORCEONE Esports going into the retake, and JMUT Storm.
Last player
He
standing.
might be playing in for a bigger game, but RVK, nobody knows his position. He might be able to be the man over here. He has been surrounded by both the players, both the positions, and here we are, JMUT smoothly taking away the pistol round in the second half. And here we are, 9th round on board for JMUT, and FORCEONE Esports still struggling to get out of their economy.
FORCEONE Esports, not quite the pistol round that they were expecting, but at the same time, there was a lot of aggression that they initially, showcased over towards the A mains. But unfortunately, we're not able to capitalize on top of that. They had to force themselves back towards the side as well, and it was all unfortunate, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna say this thing. It was all very, very unfortunate with the Sova getting caught in that specific corner and the way JMUT have been playing as well. See, this is the exact same split approach that I was talking about that is gonna work out for JMUT, but did not work out for FORCEONE Esports. Because FORCEONE Esports, okay, fine, this is an eco round for them, but if JMUT Esports go ahead and win out over towards the seaside in this similar fashion against a full buy coming in from FORCEONE Esports, then I'm not gonna be surprised, because JMUT Esports looking like a lot better team here today. As FORCEONE Esports, nothing's going in their favor. Rafa का कोई भी shot connect नहीं हो रहा है. RVK is also not able to put up the work. It's some sort of a bad day for them. Maybe they woke up on the bad side of the bed or the wrong side of the bed. But yeah, it's okay. 10-4. JMUT Esports on to double digits, and yeah. Quickly, walk us through both of the Sovas, Alika.
Yeah, it's Adawat versus Shivi, where I think both of them are fighting off for the number of kills. Well, I think right now Adawat is the one who's actually leading the charts with 9 kills, 7 deaths, and he's actually the in-game leader for JMUT Esports, and I think he's doing a good job on that. As JMUT, they'll be going in for the double-digit score and maybe the win also right now, as they'll be moving towards the B-bomb side. Knight Rider will be getting immediately deleted by Knight Rider, as Rafa also will be getting immediately traded for MO, and it's down to a 2 versus. Oh wait, what happened, Shvi? Did he just get himself a triple with no time? And there you go, FORCEONE Esports successfully getting the 5th round on board for them. Wait, what the hell happened?
Yep,
Excuse me, did I just miss something? Did I just a bullet, or the bullet went through 3 heads?
Maybe we are just too slow to catch Shivi's reaction time. Or maybe we need some sort of a slow pro camera or something like that, which is going to be running at like 960 FPS.
I'm pretty sure this guy Shivi is high on high energy drink and is making all the difference while he can in game.
I wouldn't say high, but at the same time he's definitely energized, because he just got himself a triple as well. 10-5, man. FORCEONE Esports on the back of Shivi and his individual brilliance, but for how long? How long are FORCEONE Esports going to rely on these individual performances coming in from their star players? They have to do something about it, and they have to do something about it now. JMUT Esports are going to be in a full buy, and I guess FORCEONE Esports, they are going to struggle. They did lose out a couple of players in the process of getting up the 5th round of the board, but it's okay. They still have a buy, so not a problem.
Yep. And I think with the timeout coming in, meanwhile, we have a lot of time to talk about the number of frags we have. So we have a little kitty party going on into the spawn of trackers. Well, ooh, okay. Oh, look at Sova doing the Bale Bale dance. That's Adawat. I'm pretty sure he is actually singing the lyrics of it, and we have all the other players like monkeys everywhere. Well, let's just have a look at the scoreboard. I quickly want to see what are the scores of all the players. I definitely want to have a look at what are the kills. Well, I think the
that was a good catch. That was a good catch coming in from our observers as well, right? It was quite comical, and I thought that they're gonna go ahead and play some Garba as well, but it's okay. It's okay.
Reminds me of with that one match where Ankit Pan and his teammates, they're actually playing Garba over at Pine map in the A-bomb side. It reminds me. Well, it's been a long time. as we come back. Oh, I think even Adi was there in that team, right, Nitish?
Right here.
Yeah, definitely. It was there was a different tournament, and that was an interesting one as well. All of these observers, man, they're doing such an amazing job as well. So props to them for catching all of these tidbits here and there to keep us entertained while we are going through this this big timeout. Finally, the timeout is going to be called off. Anelika, it's time to get into the game.
Yeah, as we come back into the action, JMAS, they're just one round away from getting that 11th and just 2 rounds away from getting the match point. As FORCEONE Esports, they need 5 long, hard rounds, and especially starting off with the defenders. I thought Shibi got glitched for a second, but he actually did not. He was just moving in a particular direction. And I think JMATs, they've already conquered the entire mid. They have the control of the mid, and they have broken the Cypher trap, which alerts RBK that it actually can be a B setup coming through, as Rafa Lala is the man who will be playing towards over there, as they have also been spotted out over towards Yearlong, as Monster is the one who is holding it off. 10-5 with 50 seconds left on the clock. JMATs, they have to make an entry towards one of the bomb sites, and I think Scargord with a sneaky position, he might be able to pull up a good game. And Emma is going to put that paint shell immediately down on towards ceilings, where the spike is making its way towards the garage as Scargord gets a kill on towards Monsters. That's an entry, as Storm will be walking outside the smoke, which means the flank has already come through, and Storm exactly knows where the other players are standing over there. Scargord gets one, RBK gets himself a double bet. Storm coming down at the right time, he's going to get himself a kill. But I don't think this round will go in the favor of JMATs, because it's down to a 1 vs 3 situation. With the spike left in his hand, he might be able to put up a good fight, but not the round, as Knight Rider will eventually take him down, and that's 6th round on board for FORCEONE Esports. And I think this timeout is actually working out well for FORCEONE Esports. They've taken a timeout, they've talked about what strategies they can put to the use, and they actually made it.
You definitely did. The timeout is going to work out in the favor of FORCEONE Esports, as Alika said. And yeah, FORCEONE Esports might be possible that they might have, thrown in a little bit of a problem for JMATs Esports. Like, JMATs Esports, they might have actually lost some momentum as well, moving into that specific timeout. But it's okay. I don't think so. It should put them in a position where they're going to be able to further lose more rounds against FORCEONE Esports. It's okay. JMATs, I'm pretty sure that they can pull it all back. FORCEONE Esports, on the other hand, I'm equally happy for them. They have put up the 6th round on the board, and maybe they're almost about to put up the 7th on the board as well. But oh no, Storm!
No way he dodges that. What the hell?
Yeah, he goes ahead and misses out on all the blades over there, and I guess that is something that was not supposed to be on cam, but it's okay.
There was an oops movement coming in from Storm over there. I mean, Knight Rider, he wasn't even looking back. The way he dodged the enemy, that was crazy. As RBK will be getting that first frag for his team on towards the Cypher. Well, we don't have any healers, so it's going to be a tough one for JMATs, as 2 players of the teams are tagged down to low HP. And even if they want to get the control over towards the bomb side, it's going to be a difficult one. And look at RBK. I think he might just be able to get a frag, and there you go. He gets one successfully. And JMAT's last player, that is the Omen, is actually standing outside of the B mains. He's going to get the smoke and maybe the spike planted down. But I think it's going to go for a blind spot shot, and he actually gets it connected. And here we are, FORCEONE Esports slowly making that comeback happen. 10-7, Nitish, what do you think is going to happen? Will FORCEONE Esports make that comeback?
Maybe. FORCEONE Esports, they're almost on the verge of making that comeback as well. They're not that far away. JMATs Esports, on the other hand, their momentum has been slowed down a little bit. Let's take a quick look at the top fraggers coming in from both the sides. It's going to be Shivi from the side of FORCEONE Esports with 12 kills. From the side of JMATs is going to be Sam with 15. And I'm quite happy that FORCEONE Esports have quickly switched gears, and right now they're the ones to actually be on the lead when it comes to the man advantage every single round. Once again, this round it's going to be Knight Rider to get that early pick and secure that man advantage for FORCEONE Esports. And JAN-DEC Esports, let's see what exactly they're gonna do. Are they gonna move in over towards a different side, or are they gonna try and challenge the operator as well? And talking about that, we're gonna be seeing Sam challenge the operator straight up over towards the C-long position.
Yeah, and it's like Shivi is going to be the one who will be holding off the A-bomb side, and with getting that entry over towards the C-bomb side, I think JMUDs might be, sticking up towards the C-bomb side. But I guess, after losing the entry fraggers, that is Jet is down from both of the teams. So they have to look after what kind of execution they're, executing right now. They have Raze as an entry fragger at this moment, and I think they have already been spotted out that it's going to be an A-push coming through anytime soon. With 35 seconds on the clock, they really don't have much options over here, as Imo is actually flanking down. He might be able to spot out Rafa over here, but Rafa is going in for a very early pick. He might be able to spot out Emo over there. Rafa has a flash. He can put that to a good use, as he's going to use a showstopper. Rafa will be getting taken down. Rafa, the poor guy. But Sam, he has already got the control over the bomb side, and the spike will be going down as Emo. That's a bit of an oops moment for him. He is going to use a satchel for a good use, but gets taken down by RVK, and that explains why there is only one man standing down from JMUD's Esports. That is the Cypher, who is playing a very aggressive angle towards the city. Gets one, maybe another one, but the trade will be coming through Shivi. There you go. That's 8th round on board for FORCEONE Esports, and I think the comeback is actually happening.
Yeah, the 8th one on the board for FORCEONE, and I guess JMUD's Esports, despite all of the heroics in that specific round, it's going to be FORCEONE Esports in the end to walk away with the win. Shivi delayed the defuse a little bit so that, RVK can go ahead and retrieve the operator. And I guess it's going to be able to do that as well, if I'm not wrong. The operator is going to be retrieved and is going to be passed on towards Knight Rider. Knight Rider is going to put that operator into use over towards the A side. JMUDs, I guess, JMUDs might not have the money to go in for the buy. Are they gonna force the issue here? They should not. They should just stick to the upgraded pistols. With FORCEONE Esports on better weapons and them putting up quite a show, they should be on the 9th round on the board as well. JMUD's Esports, with all of these weapons, right? They're gonna try and move in over towards the C side with nothing but the sheriffs, and I guess Monster is the only player on the Spectre as well. They're going to be seeing the paranoia being used over towards the logs, and JMUD's Esports, they're going to get control over to the C side, and they're going to get the plant as well. Wow. FORCEONE Esports, I was not expecting you guys to go ahead and give those extra 300 creds to JMUD's Esports as well. But now that you guys have done that, maybe JMUD's Esports are going to be feeling confident. They might just be able to, go ahead and challenge you guys in the specific round. But look at Rafa. Finally activated himself. He's going to jump down from these garage windows and he's going to get himself a double. With that, his ultimate is going to be ready, and not only that, we are going to be seeing him using up that curveball in order to move it on towards the side as well. A 2 vs 4 situation for JMUDs, as the ultimate is going to be popped up by JMUDs' player. It's going to be Skargod to go ahead and take down Storm, whereas Dawat is going to find the frag on towards Rafa using that ultimate as well.
Well, I think wow, that was quite a round from FORCEONE Esports, 10-9. Looks like the comeback is happening after all. Well, they are known for a reason, FORCEONE Esports. The name itself explains a lot of things about the team. As a Knight Rider, I think that he'll be holding off at the A-bomb side, to be more precise, towards the A-longs. And I think it's actually a hard C push coming in from the attackers, that is JMUD's Esports.
Cover going out.
So yeah, with that, I guess FORCEONE Esports can go ahead and equalize things on the scoreboard as well. They should pretty much put up the 10th round on the board as well. JMUD's Esports, they do have the buy, but at the same time, do they have the information that we've got an aggressive Jet playing over towards the A short position? Now JMUD's Esports, they do have an idea that FORCEONE Esports have been putting up this aggression as well. With Rafa getting himself that frag as well, and with his ultimate ready, he can actually use that in order to get some frags as well. But ooh, might be possible. Storm is gonna go ahead and sort of try and get the frag on towards Rafa as well. But Rafa, he's just gonna fall back without any sorts of issues whatsoever. Monster, trying to take the frag on towards Skargod, and is going to be successful in doing that as well. But Skargod getting taken down. We are not going to be seeing FORCEONE Esports having any sorts of smokes left out, unless and until, you know, Jet is going to be using the shorter duration smokes. Whereas Monster is once again going to be getting another frag on towards REK. Storm taking down Rafa means that it all comes down to Knight Rider with that operator. And I guess he should pretty much go in for the save in a 1 versus 4 situation. So JAN-DEC Esports putting up the 11th round of the board. With him getting the frag on towards Adava, that might, you know, give him that confidence as well to go in for this 1 versus 3 clutch. But no. In my opinion, he should not. Because we still have got Monster left out. We have got Storm left out. And I guess Sam is pretty much feeling it as well, this specific match. So better Knight Rider going for the save. Try and get some exits, okay, but don't commit for the retake. So with that said and done, right, JAN-DEC Esports are going to be on towards 11 and FORCEONE Esports. They're going to be the ones to lose out this round, Alika.
Well, it's fine, to be honest. FORCEONE Esports, after getting the 4 rounds back-to-back against JAN-DEC, and JAN-DEC, they finally had to break that momentum from FORCEONE Esports, and they successfully did. And I think FORCEONE Esports, they still have the chance, you know. They're just, 2 rounds away from beating down JAN-DEC and getting the scores equalized. So I'm looking forward for FORCEONE Esports to put up quite an aggressive rounds. The next few rounds are going to be really crucial for FORCEONE Esports. Well, it's good thing that Haven is an attacker-sided map, and JAN-DEC, I think they're having a lot of fun on a particular fact, and FORCEONE Esports on the defenders. Well, the defenders are not really having the good time. There is FORCEONE Esports and Knight Rider going in for the very early aggressive peak against JAN-DEC in the mid.
So 11-9 is FORCEONE Esports, right? As you said. I guess FORCEONE Esports with their ultimates ready as well, they might be able to put up some sort of a resistance against JAN-DEC Esports this round. They do have Knight Rider on that operator as well, right? So Knight Rider with his operator is always stood tall for the team, and he has always made sure that his team has the advantage as well. JAN-DEC Esports once again are trying to move it over towards the A side with 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. Maybe JAN-DEC Esports are going to eventually move it over towards A as well. They've got themselves a lot of utilities in order to make this execute happen. But with FORCEONE Esports' 2-star players are holding on over towards the A side, that is going to be Shivy as well as Skargod, right? The amount of utilities that they are going to be bringing on the board as well is going to be quite a good one. Rafa has joined the action as well over towards A. So let's see, 40 seconds. JAN-DEC have a decision to make, either to go in over towards A or a different site.
Well, let's see. Let's check on the fact that if Slow and Steady actually wins the race or not. And JAN-DEC, I pretty much know them as aggressive players. I never saw them playing so calmly. Well, I think they'll be quickly making their way towards the A-bomb side. The women's crash coming through the users can actually get a kill on towards Shivy. Shivy gets himself a double kill. Nemo gets a kill as Skargod gets another one. That's a beautiful trade coming in from Skargod. Gets himself a double and maybe a triple as well. With 10 seconds left on the clock, I don't think JAN-DEC won't be, will be able to put up anything as FORCEONE Esports with that comeback happening. 10th round successfully back on board for them.
This goes here.
FORCEONE Esports getting onto double digits as well. They're going to be very, very happy. JAN-DEC Esports on the other hand, their attack quite not successful.
Yes,
but still they're in the lead, right? So I'm expecting JAN-DEC Esports to further put up that match point as well. If they're not going to be able to do that, then maybe FORCEONE Esports are going to be the ones to actually go ahead and do that. FORCEONE Esports, their economy is pretty much set for the rest of the half, whereas JAN-DEC Esports, they're struggling. They have tried to go in for sort of a half buy this round, so let's see if that works out. They have positioned themselves in a way where they are looking to move in over towards the A site eventually, but I don't think so. The hit is going to come in over towards A. If it's going to come in over towards the A side, then once again they have to face off 3 of the angry defenders. Now FORCEONE Esports, their hold has been pretty good, Alika, and I guess JAN-DEC Esports, right? They should reconsider their options of going over towards the A side.
Yeah. Well, there are 2 outcomes from the round. Either it's going to be FORCEONE Esports making a comeback and equalizing the scores with JAN-DEC, or else it's going to be JAN-DEC working away with that match point into their hands. Well, the previous round, slow and steady, it did not win the race, and I'm not expecting the same fact again for Jamus because they're trying to slowly make their way towards the C-bomb side, and there is actually no team holding off at the C-bomb side, so it can be quite a good round for Jamus. They can get this bomb plant very easily as Jamus Storm is good. The man will be dropping down to the bomb side. RVK gets one, Sam immediately trades him off as Storm is holding off aggressively towards the CT. The spike will go down. With the last 13 seconds left on the clock, Storm with the aggressive blades, I think he should definitely not pick. He should not go for the peak. It's a 4 versus 4 situation. There is absolutely no more advantage for both of the teams. So they pretty much have to play for the picks right now as Rafa gets 1 or 2 emo, but Tadawat going in for a quick trade. I think he did a good job over there with Storm. He's still at the back of side. He's going to use his blades to a good use. And there you go. He's going to take down Knight Rider on a 3 versus 2 situation. FORCEONE Esports absolutely with a man disadvantage. And I think Jamus Sam comes to the play. And there you go. Dawat also gets the last one. And here we are. The match point for Jamus has arrived. And FORCEONE Esports, they need 2 more rounds to make that overtime happen and to get that win into their hands, Nitish. And I think at this point, it's looking quite impossible for me.
Jamus Esports on a match point, and this is something that we did not see coming, by the way. Everyone might have expected FORCEONE Esports to go out and take the victory as well. But Jamus Esports, out of the sheer caliber that they possess as well, I'm gonna go ahead and show us who's the better one in the server, and I guess today it's definitely Jamus Esports. Maybe FORCEONE Esports because of the bad time that they're having currently. They are facing a lot of issues as well. But it's all fine, guys. FORCEONE Esports, I know for a fact that you guys are having a rough time, a rough couple of days. It's okay. You know, keep grinding. Don't give up. The last thing you guys are gonna do is give up. So please don't do that. FORCEONE Esports, they definitely are trying out newer compositions as well, if I'm not wrong. So maybe we're gonna see a very, very strong FORCEONE Esports in the future, and that is for sure. I'm gonna put all of the fate in towards the specific team. But Jamus Esports, I'm very happy with Adawat and team. Adawat, he actually texted me a couple of days ago as well regarding something, and I'm quite happy that you know, Jamus Esports, they are they're putting up quite a massive performance, and being the old dogs, they still have it in an FPS title. So it's like a running joke, right? Most of the ex-CS professionals as well, most of the old dogs, they sort of were concentrating on towards a full-time job for themselves, and they were, you know, actually concentrating on things except that they actually kind of took a small break from esports as well. But at the same time, it's so good to see all of these old dogs making their way back into the professional scene as well, and you know, actually still having the caliber to compete against the young players, having better reflexes and better aim.
Yep. And I think this round, you know how important this round is for us, because Jamus, they're already on the match point, and FORCEONE Esports, they still need 2 rounds to get this game done. Jamus, they really don't have the economy to actually give away this round in the favor of FORCEONE, and then maybe trying to get that win for them. And FORCEONE Esports, look at them, they are holding off pretty aggressive on towards the C-bomb side. You have almost 3 players holding against C-bomb side. There's absolutely no defenders in the B-bomb side. And I think Jamus, they will be taking a bad decision if they are going towards the C-bomb side. And, well, Jamus, slow and steady once again. I think it won you the previous round. Might well work again, but I don't think, not this time, not every time, because C-bomb side is entirely covered with the defenders. 3 defenders absolutely standing out over there, Nitish. And I think this is the round that we've awaited mostly for.
That's true. With Sam getting himself the frag on towards RVK as well, we're going to be seeing a 3 versus 3 situation currently on the round. Down to 20 seconds, and I guess Jamus Esports, they are going to in turn move it over towards the C side, and they are definitely going to plant the spike as well. There's a little bit of a flank coming in from Knight Rider on the side of FORCEONE Esports, with Shivy using up that Hunter's Fury to take down his nemesis. That is going to be Adawa. That's going to be down to a 2 versus 3 for JMUD's Esports. JMUD's Esports is Monster is over towards the garage, and I guess both the players left out from the side of JMUD's Esports are over towards the garage position. With Sam getting the frag on towards Rafa, I'm not really sure if Sam is aware of the fact that we have got Knight Rider coming in from the long position. Sam is going to actually drop in a smoke over towards the garage, and I guess he's going to go ahead and, isolate himself into individual one-on-ones. And Sam, he had absolutely no idea that Knight Rider is coming in from the long position, but he still isolates himself into that 1 versus 1. He got himself that frag, and not only did he do that, but he quickly used up the teleport and, got that crosshair placement straight to the face of Mr. Shivy, who was coming in from the garage position. Man, take a bow. What a play coming in from JMUD's Esports, as a round which was supposed to go into the favor of FORCEONE Esports goes into the favor of JMUD's Esports, and they are going to be your winners of this specific matchup, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that was quite an intense match, and I'm pretty sure that FORCEONE Esports will be very disappointed with their performance today. But JMUDs, as I said, I've been looking forward for this team, and I think Yadawat and the old Cisco Ducks eventually shut FORCEONE Esports down. FORCEONE Esports, they did put up quite a good match, but I guess it's just not enough for them. Today, we saw two of the very well-known teams, that is Fright Nation Esports and as well as FORCEONE Esports. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it to the round of 16. Well, all the best for you guys in the future tournaments, as we will be seeing you back in Qualifier 3, if I'm not wrong. And talking about JMUDs, guys, you entirely outplayed, and especially talking about this one guy, Sam. Oh man, this guy putting up a casual name and wrecking entirely FORCEONE Esports. That 1v3 situation, I totally did not see that coming through, and he managed to get that round, the most crucial round for JMUDs. And here we are, the victory goes for JMUDs, and they will be moving forward to the round of 16.
Yeah, I mean, JMUD's Esports are going to secure that slot in the round of 16 as well on the Esportz Premier Series 2021, brought to you by Hell Energy Drink and Joe Shap. And to be completely honest, it was quite an energetic show put up from the side of JMUD's Esports themselves. And yeah, to be completely honest, guys, JMUD's Esports, right? They are a newer team for sure. They are a team that are not known by many, but at the same time, the kind of performance that they're putting up is actually not interesting to me, because me following the older CS scene as well, right? Most of you guys don't know, but how the team from the side of JMUD's Esports, how the players as well, they're ex-CS professionals as well, and they really carried themselves that potential as well to dominate in Valorant, and once they got the chance to do so, they did that. And I'm really happy that they still have the caliber to challenge against all of these youngsters as well, in the form of Knight Rider and RVK, etc. So yeah, congratulations JMUD's Esports. We have got the MVP screen ready as well, so why don't we quickly go ahead and take a look at who exactly is the MVP coming in from both of these teams. So it's going to be Sam from the side of JMUD's Esports, who was at the top of the table when we did see the normal scorecard appearing in front of your screens, right? 1.9 KD, 306 ACS, 23 kills. The man, being an Omen, it's quite a feat to achieve as well, and he really did put up that performance as well. From the side of FORCEONE Esports, it's actually Shivy, 1.3 KD, 230 ACS, and 18 kills. Alika, what do you think about this performance being put up by both of these teams?
And in Sam, his outstanding in the score of average comeback score. He's standing on 306. Nobody is even closer to him. I think if there's anyone, it's just Shivy next to him with 230 average comeback score. And I think Sam, he really outplayed. First of all, he deserves to be the match MVP with almost 23 kills to his name. And the second of all, the average comeback score, it's actually making me go crazy. I'm talking about Team FORCEONE Esports. I feel like they lacked firepower. I feel like they lacked the confidence today. They had the movement for a really long time. They almost made the comeback possible, but at a point, I guess they just gave up. And RBK being so squeaky, and he gave the important rounds for his team. And I think that's the reason how even FORCEONE Esports came so far in the first place. But I guess FORCEONE Esports, they still have to work on their coordination, the early rotation. They go for a really early rotation. Remember that one round that they left Seaside entirely clear for themselves, and Storm actually got the round to his favor. That was one
Yeah.
round which I totally did expect that FORCEONE Esports would
Yeah.
be giving away for JMX.
It was sort of a panic situation for FORCEONE Esports as well. I'm not really sure what was going on in their minds, but at the same time, we all know that they are going through some rough couple of days. I did mention this before, and I'm gonna stress on this once again because a lot of new viewers tune into the stream as well to watch what exactly is happening in this specific match. So FORCEONE Esports. Hats off to them, despite the challenges, despite the issues as well. They did put up a good performance. I know for a fact that their fans and their well-wishers are not going to be happy with the performance that they put up, but we know for a fact that they're going to keep grinding and they're going to eventually get their best out as well. So GMUDs, till then, they are gonna be the winners as well of the specific match, and I can't stress this enough. But I'm really happy for Adawat and gang, and I wish them all the best in round of 16. May they make their way into the semi-finals and eventually the grand finals as well. And may they secure a slot in that LAN finale as well for the grand final. This is gonna be happening down in December. But yeah, I guess with that said and done, Alika, we are pretty much done with match number 3 as well. It was an interesting day, a lot of close games, and I guess you indeed are sort of like a lucky charm as well for EPS, because when it was me and Dinkar, right, it sort of used to be a series of storms. But as soon as we are in a round of 32, at least at the end of round of 32, we are seeing all of these games getting quite close. And you also made your way today, so it's interesting to see that we had quite an interesting one. So let's quickly have a quick recap as to what exactly happened for the day. It was map number 1 bind between Chemical X and Pride Nation Esports, taken away by Chemical X. Match number 2 was ENIGMA Gaming, and I guess they were they were definitely the better team here today. But I'm not gonna lie, their opponents, they put up quite a performance. Like the way ENIGMA Gaming were sort of finding it tough to close out certain rounds against TFF. It was quite comical as well. But at the same time, I guess ENIGMA Gaming, they were just taking it a little bit too lightly, and eventually they closed it out as well. They won on Icebox, and moving on towards the final game of the day, which was JMUD's Esports versus FORCEONE Esports, where JMUD's Esports took the victory as well. Now I'm happy for the fact that all of these teams that won out today were not something that we were expecting, except for the second game, of course. We did expect ENIGMA Gaming to be winning off that game against TFF, but a lot of unpredictable things happened today, Alika, and I guess this is the start of that perfect platform as well, right? Where we're going to be seeing games getting more and more close, and we're going to be expecting teams to be doing quite a lot. And it is going to be time for us to be diving straight into round of 16 as well from tomorrow. So what are your expectations for that? And if you have any closing thoughts, go ahead, give it over, and close out the day for us.
Well, not much to talk about. You covered each and every point which I wanted to mention, as we know. And FORCEONE Esports, as you said, they played really well. Best of luck for you guys in the future tournaments, and JMUDs, all the best for you guys in the round of 16. See you back here again from the round of 16, which will be beginning from tomorrow, guys. So till then, me and Nitish are going to take a leave. We'll see you right back tomorrow. But before I close it up, a huge shout out to our brand sponsors, that is Josh App and Energy Drink. And that's it, guys. You watch the Esportz Premier Series Qualifier number 2, and we'll be seeing you guys straight at this point tomorrow.